ready to roll? Noodle join when she joins, I guess. Well, I texted her to see if she's popping on. She may have been confused by the time zone thing. So when you were last here, which, you took on a quest to help a little boy who was very sick and very tiny and named Tim. And upon arriving, realized that this was little tiny Tim, and his father, Bob Cratchit, was very thankful for the goodness of your hearts. And while there, you were drawn outside by the ghost of Marley. And Marley asked you and encouraged you to help his old partner Scrooge see the light. To do so, you were going to have to get to Scrooge's bedroom by the last stroke of midnight. And keep Scrooge on the straight and narrow. So there are evil forces at play that are going to try to distract Scrooge from really learning the lessons from each of these ghosts, right? Because, as you remember, he's entered into some dark contract, Marley had mentioned, to potentially try to live forever, right? So he'll never have to die. Awesome. Did I think when we left off, the ghost of Christmas past had showed up, and you were all whisked away and landed in a schoolroom where Scrooge used to go to school. Does that track?
Yes.
It does.
Cool. And I assume that all of you updated your clients.
Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. One second, I'm telling my sister the same. All right. A family that plays D&D together. Stays. All right. All right, cool. So, did we roll initiative when we were here last?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah. If you pull
Okay.
up the combat tracker, it's all there.
Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't legacy rolls.
I don't think so.
Cool.
Because your favorite character goes first.
Little Zippy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, earlier today, someone asked, hey, have you ever had an overpowered character in the campaign? I'm like, no. I've never had a one-hit kill character in any of my games. No, it's all good. I don't actually hate Little Zippy.
I know.
And my goal is not to kill him. My goal is just to make this him almost die. That's more fun. Cool. So on that note, you guys find yourself in this schoolroom. I'm going to go ahead and sort of run you a little bit of the narrative, just to sort of reground everyone on what you saw last time, unless you all remember it, which I'm guessing.
No, let's go ahead. The narrative would be fine.
All right. As I watched our old videos, I've realized that I do not like to listen to myself read stuff.
It's not good. It's never. Never good.
I think you are you agreeing that I'm also that I'm not good? Okay, great.
No.
No, nobody likes to listen to themselves talk.
Yeah, it's awful.
All right.
I totally get it.
All right, here we go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm also not going to use any sound effects today because it keeps crashing stuff. All right. So when you enter this room, where am All right, we're going to go back a little ways. So imagine this is just, we're going to start from when he was in the room just so you guys have some of the context, because there may have been some details that you don't remember. So, back in his room, as you neared the bed, you saw an old man wearing a nightcap and robes. He had this medallion of office hanging around his neck, which meant I'm an important person in the city of Grace, or in the town of Grace. He stared slack-jawed before bolting up and sputtering out a hoarse, how did you get in here? And at first you guys think he may be talking to you, but he's not. He's actually talking to the spirit of Christmas past. who says, "I am the spirit of Christmas past." A voice as clear as the 12th bell responds from the balcony behind you. The voice is then followed by a young woman. Her face is calm as a lake at midnight. She wears a flowing white robe that flutters behind her, and as she moves, you cannot be certain if she's actually touching the ground. Scrooge says, "Long past," and the ghost replies, "Your past." Says the spirit, gliding over the bed and raising an outstretched hand. "We must away. Her eyes settle on your invisible forms. There is much work ahead of us this night." So the ghost kind of looks at you knowingly, like follow me, and you did. So cautiously, Scrooge takes her hand as she leads him to the double doors by which you just entered. They open before her, and a blinding light fills the room as she and Scrooge step through. Following after them, you squint as your eyes adjust to the harsh light. As soon as your vision settles, you find yourself standing in a boarding school classroom. A young Ebenezer Scrooge sits at the end, listening intently to his teacher. Near the head of the classroom stands the spirit and Scrooge, who muttered to himself, "I remember this place. I used to attend here. Why have you brought me back to my old school? Do you intend to show me every moment of my wasted youth?" Bah humbug. Gotta have a bah humbug. It is a Christmas Carol. The spirit says nothing, and the class gets up to leave. As you watch, young Ebenezer is approached by a tall man with a package. His proportions seem ever so slightly off. His arms too long, his face too perfect, and somehow he seems uncomfortable in his own skin. As if he's more of a creature than a man. The creature then leans down and whispers to young Ebenezer, while the present-day Scrooge leans forward, straining to hear. Suddenly, shadows spring to life around the room, surrounding young Ebenezer and the creature. One of the shadows dives towards the creature and disappears. So, you can see, I believe you guys can see everything on the screen, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. And I just realized we're missing Steven.
Steven?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he said he couldn't come till like
Oh,
7.
45 minutes late. That's right. So this lie, lunges towards the creature and sort of wraps itself around this book that this creature is holding. Alrighty. So, here you are, in the room. Little Zippy at bat.
Should I try to sting the main
Yeah.
fly thing? Okay, because I can fly over there. Or Zippy can fly. Can he?
Yes. Yep.
Is that close
It's
enough?
it's not a tall room, but Little Zippy's a little dude.
Yeah.
Go,
You
little
can go.
Zippy, go.
You can go 45, yes?
Yeah. And he'll try to
Yeah.
sting him.
You do that.
I almost forgot to mark the target. Almost.
Gotta mark the target.
I did, though. You see that it's marked, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you do hit. A lot. Little, damn it, Little Zippy. All right. So are you guys hearing sound effects, by the way?
I am not.
I'm not either, and that concerns me.
Well, I hear something, but I'm not sure what it is.
Well,
What
you
is
probably
it
hear.
supposed to be?
Do you hear wind blowing? I assume.
I do
Yeah.
hear, and like, yes, I hear wind blowing. There's something else happening outside my house. That's the other thing I hear.
Oh, your real house,
Yeah.
not this schoolroom house.
Yeah, it seems like the level in Sirenscape right now for me is really low.
Low.
I can
Yeah, like I
see
had
it.
to crank it.
Yeah, I
even
can see
hear
it
it.
barely moving, but I can't hear anything.
Well, I can crank that up. But I'm also wondering, did you even hear the dice roll?
I did.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Not sure.
It was so long ago.
Yeah, that seems like it. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I didn't hear. I didn't hear any dice roll, so we'll see what happens on that. Awesome. So you did some moderate damage to this lie, and this sort of activates the others. Now, a couple of things that you may want to consider is sort of getting a lay of the land in the room and all of that jazz. Just throwing that out. But also, it is Little Zippy's turn is over.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Awesome.
Well, I can't make it to the big guy. Should I pummel something else, or?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll be on us in a second. So
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you're heading over to the south.
To very hunky. Where did the buttons on the map changed? I don't see a target button.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, they updated stuff, and it is.
I just hit
confusing.
control and clicked on them.
Okay, let me try that. Yeah, cool. That worked. All right. Let's see. Actions. What the H? All my shit's fucked up. Hang on.
All my shits. I think that's a recurring theme after this update. Everything jacked?
Yeah, my weapons aren't showing up in my Oh, for some reason my what's equipped is no longer wasn't
No longer
set
equipped?
right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all you have is a net. I'll give you a freebie here since this was a not your problem.
Okay. I flipped it around, so let me see. And back in actions. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, Great Axe coming up.
Wow. All right, so you fumble for your weapons, you grab a few, and you do some mild damage to the lie.
I did hear sound effects for that.
I did
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, I don't know what happened. This update literally came out an hour ago, like or 2 hours ago, something like that. So who knows? Who knows what will happen? Alrighty then. Any additional movement? You gonna hang tight?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, it may not surprise you to find out that this gentleman lie is going to attack you. So he has something called Caught in a Lie. And it does something very interesting. So he hits. Does moderate damage. And, sir, you are now grappled. So I have got to grapple you. You are now caught in a lie. Yes. Yes. Very clever. I know. You're thinking to yourself. Now, the interesting thing about this is this lie, you're caught in a lie. Literally, it's sort of forming and swirling and oozing around you, sort of almost becoming part of you. So any damage done to the lie, you're going to split the damage.
Yikes. All right.
Right? So if anyone who attacks a lie, you get half the damage that it takes. Now,
Does
that
it
said,
work? Okay.
I said, that said, where'd my lie go? Hold on. There it is. You do need to, once you break grapple, you'll be okay. So you don't have to roll a break grapple at the beginning of your target of your turn.
Okay.
All right. That is the lie's turn. Ooh, we have another lie. This lie is going to attack. Little Zippy. And connects. And does 1d6 necrotic. And barely barely hurts the little dude. However, little Zippy is, wait for it, grappled. He says. Sorry, so he's grappled. The lie's not going to move. The lie just continues to swirl around that book. Noodle is joining us in a second. What y'all think Noodle would do?
You'd probably hold.
Just be ready?
Ready to, yeah, to heal or whatever she needs to do.
Well, she's going to have to choose. I would argue that Noodle would probably ready herself in case this northeastern lie moves.
Probably.
But she's also going to roll. She's going to roll a. What is it? Nature check? I think it's nature check. Nature. No, nature. Yeah, so she's going to roll a nature check. Real quick. And she knows nothing. Because Noodle wanted to know a little bit more about the lies. She's trying to understand something. I don't think that was actually nature. I'll think about it while we go to the next person. So Scrooge is up. You see Scrooge just sort of straining to sort of hear what's happening. He doesn't seem to be aware of any of the lies or of you. Okay, so he doesn't really know what's going on. All he sees is a scene playing out, but he's not really picking up anything. Same with the creature. The creature is intently talking to the little dude, trying to convince him of something. Looks like he's bargaining or something. This brings us to Tato.
Wait. So two things. One, I need Tato's character.
Okay. Uno momento. Character. Sorry, I have to find everything again. Character. So it's not under characters, clearly. Under party sheet. Oh. Characters are under the tab player, as opposed to
Yes.
character.
Wait, what?
Is it under the player tab
Yeah.
where it says,
Player.
Library and then
Oh, okay.
player?
Actually,
Yeah.
Tato already is owned by you.
Okay. Well. Okay, Tato is going to take a shot at. So she's going to scramble to here.
Okay.
Can she do that?
Yep, she sure can.
Okay. And then she's going to target the lie,
Sounds good.
and she is going to shoot. Mode. Combat. Okay.
Did that change
So-
as well?
It just came up in a different mode, but that's all right. Okay. Taking a shot at Slouched. And misses.
And sadly she misses. Now, looks like she's up on the desk. Awesome.
She'll stay there. Okay. Somebody want to play Skylar?
I can move him. I can do whatever you guys want until he gets here.
You would more than likely try to shoot something. You would attempt.
All
Right?
He would.
Do
He
you
would
think?
probably. Yeah. Yeah. He'd probably just. I'm guessing that Skylar would just spin and attack.
And
Attack the lie.
yeah.
All right. Actions. So his choices are heavy crossbow. That's probably what he would use. That does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And he's ranged. I don't think he'd move towards it. So he attacks dictatorial smile and does some damage. Does some serious damage. Does
Lean on my
12 points of
hands.
damage. So he gets a nice +2. So this lie,
Huh?
this lie is hurting. Hey, how you doing there, Noodle?
Hi guys.
mean,
Oh, and it's festive behind her too.
yeah, you guys are all festive. I gotta
Oh.
put something up.
It is very festive, but not in our garage.
Yeah, you get festive.
Yeah, but you've got the red and green thing going, so
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did wear this. This was on purpose, and I did have a hat, but then it didn't fit over my head. So. Awesome. All right. So it's still Skylar's turn, right? Yeah. Yeah. So Skylar, I think Skylar's going to hang tight. He's going to sort of cover Nick and Noodle, the healer, just sort of running interference for the lie that's ahead. Ironically, it is now the lie's turn. Comes upon Mr. Skylar, and is going to try to catch him. Actually, hold on one second.
It's nice in here.
I know, but I figured you want to tell.
Yeah. It's going to catch him in a lie. Oh, and he is. These guys are hitting hard, you guys. Now Skylar is now caught in a lie. He takes 1d6 plus 4 necrotic. He's moderately hurt, and you know how it goes. He is also
Caught
grappled.
in a lie.
Alrighty. Which brings us to Fabia. Did anyone remind me of what it takes to break grapple? That's a strength check, right?
I'm not sure.
Strength or dexterity? I don't know.
If anyone's bored, they can look it up.
I also like the idea of being on top of a desk, so I'm gonna do that as well.
All right, you are there. You're on the desk.
Now I'm gonna go for the slouched lie.
Oh, the one up front in their little zipster.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Nope.
Oh, and it flies right into the wall. Hanging tight. Going,
Yeah.
Blaze?
I'm just trying to get the combat tracker.
Do you have passive detect magic, or is that still from last?
that's left over. So I don't know if it should be active or not. I kind of don't think so.
Wait, was it before Grace? That was in that was in the hideout, wasn't it?
A long time.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, that's now. You no longer have detect
So we can-
magic. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Is there a way that I can take it off?
Can you not?
I don't know where I would do that, I guess.
Oh, I don't. Someday I should log in as a player to see what your interface looks like, because I can do it in the combat tracker. Next to your name, I have this little character with looks dizzy, like a little icon. If I click that icon, it shows me all of the effects that are applied to you, and I can remove or add each one.
Yeah, our list of effects is just like a flattened single string kind of list. It's not like an itemized list like the other things that we can edit.
And apologies, I'm eating dinner while we play.
Well,
All right.
I never. Okay, but it's Cyrus Bing's turn. So the thing that I'm trying to figure out here is what effect a hit has on grappling.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, like, if I hit the lie, the damage is going to get split between Little Zippy and the lie, but will it help break the grapple? Like, I think it should.
So run your plan by me one more time. Because if it's Little Zippy's grappled by the lie, anything you do
Yes.
to the lie will also impact Little Zippy.
Right, but what I understand that part. The question I have is, if I hit the lie, because the lie is wrapped around Little Zippy,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming that Little Zippy is struggling to get free, will that aid them in the freeing themselves from the grapple?
I don't think so. You mean as in sort of a jerk? Like it's sort of like you're
Yeah,
distracting
so I
life.
would think that if there's a contest between two people, if they get hit by a third party, I think it's going to disrupt them.
I think so. Here's what I would say. I would say that it would disorient them. I don't know that it would make them let go. Right. I think to break the grapple, I think. And by the way, I figured out what it was. It's either a strength versus strength check or dexterity versus strength check. Of course.
Can you break someone else's grapple?
Yes, please look it up.
Yes, but only if you can move. Wait.
Do you have to grapple the grappler?
I think you kind of do.
Yeah, because I'm imagining two people sort of entwined, and you like pushing on both of them. And my assumption is like they would, I guess, arguably they could fall apart, but yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know how often I can do this, but I have a turn undead action that I'm thinking about using, but I was going to wait until like the last fight because I think I can only do it once per day. Anybody have a thought on that real quick? Like,
Well, I do, but that's not really fair. And Christy, you got to grab Noodle. I opened up Noodle for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And notice you have little tentacle icons on a couple of you. That means it grappled. You're welcome.
Ute.
Yeah.
I have
didn't know
no
what else
map.
to put. Oh, no map for you. There
No
you go.
map for me.
So if you want,
Yes.
so you're trying to figure a few things out.
Yeah.
Cyrus, you might want to roll some sort of a check, or tell me what you
Okay.
want to understand. Like if you want to know, if you're trying to understand, like, do you know anything about the lies, then just do a quick history roll.
Okay, let's do that. Well, Arcana, Deception, no,
I think
Insight.
history. Wouldn't it be? I think it would
History?
be history was the closest. If you wanted to know if you've known a creature, or I think.
All right, fair
Well,
enough.
unless you guys have a better version. I had thought maybe nature, but nature is more like, am I lost or not, right? Plants, animals, weather, natural cycles, lore. Well, maybe lore. No, that's about terrain. Oh, actually, it's lore about animals. Then history is lore about events, people, ancient cases. Yeah, so it wouldn't be history. That's wrong. I think it would be nature, or let me see what else. Not survival. Wait, survival? Survival check facts. Nope.
I thought we rolled our Arcana to try to learn about them the first time.
Did we?
Last time. I thought we did.
So if they're all intelligent, I see like some answers, and I'm seeing like they're all intelligence checks.
Yeah.
So it kind of doesn't matter, at least for me.
Oh yeah, because you have you're not
It's
so
all
bright.
and they're it's all of the checks are the same. So I'll just
Yeah.
do Arcana.
Going forward,
and we'll-
if it's for magic items, I know it's Arcana. I think for like creatures, I'll use nature. That's the closest thing I could come to. Do I know anything about these things?
Did
But are
that
they like natural
register?
creatures?
Well, if they're magical, then it's Arcana.
That's why I was thinking they were Arcana. I
How-
didn't see a roll, Mark.
Yeah, how does that decide whether or not it's going to show you the roll? I dropped it in the. There we go. Okay.
Arcana. Good enough. So, what you know about these lies? The 14 solid enough. All right. So you know that this a lie is like this bizarre sort of undead creature, It's formed from shadows and things that do not exist. They are sort of semi-corporeal and can shift and blend with shadows and pass through objects. Being brought into the light of day weakens it, right? So you immediately notice that there's some light shining in the windows to the south, right? And you're pretty convinced that lies will avoid those areas if they can. They like to stick to the darker areas. Interestingly, though, they're very social creatures. You can find them on Facebook and TikTok. And they thrive in areas of intrigue and rumor. I mean, they thrive on lies, which ironically would also be Facebook. They move in groups, often in groups of 3, all the way up to a dozen. But like I said, they work from shadows, and they feed off of truths, right? And a lie will really only fight if it's cornered or if its group leader is threatened. And typically the largest lie is the leader, and Zippy
Which we've already
beelines for the leader. Yeah. So
Well,
a thing to know is once a target is within its hold, a lie will drain the target's strength until it's helpless and no longer able to stand up. So all of you who are grappled, as Mark sort of shares, or as Cyrus shares this with you, realize that you're feeling maybe a little fatigued. And that's all I'm going to tell you about lies.
Okay,
can
well,
anybody cast light?
What's that?
yeah.
Can anybody cast light into the
Yes,
room?
it's a cantrip. It's an easy one. So let's try that.
All right. What's you don't roll for that. That's just an auto, right?
Yes. So
Where you want to place it?
I am going to run over to this desk,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast light on that desk
Okay.
because you have to
light.
cast it on an object
So on the desk to the south or the desk up to your north?
directly to the south of me.
Okay. So
What's
let
the
me.
range of it?
Yeah, I was just looking at the same thing.
Okay, 20-foot radius.
Awesome. And when my Fantasy Grounds comes back and stops being a spinning circle over a ghosted white background, I will get there. All right.
And
hold
I
on.
could make it colored, but I'm not, because that would be gauche. So
Nice. Give me 1 second. Oops. Data. I gotta grab some light.
hey, Steven.
Hello.
How you doing, pal?
Hello.
Hey, sorry about that.
Oh, you're all good. You're good. You're buying me some time as I try to find what I'm looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. There they are, spell tokens. I knew I had spell tokens. Light, you say?
Yes, it's a cantrip.
All right. Light. Let me throw some light on there for you. Light. And skadoosh. Well, that's
There you go.
that's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There you go.
Yay! Is that
All
20
right.
feet? Just kidding.
Could be 5. Wait, 5, 10, 15. Bigger. Oh, now I'm making the wrong person bigger. And I can also take this guy. Wait, there we go. And add light to him. Spell light. Sleep. All right. So now it should be glowing. Great. All right. So 20 feet. So mental note: that big fuzzy blur that was a lot of work for legit nothing.
Is he supposed to be a dead chipmunk?
I think I'm gonna do this. This might be better for you guys. Is that better?
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna remove this token because I think you're not even gonna be able to do anything. It'll be on top of all your turns.
And
There we go.
it's Tom. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's bigger.
It's bigger.
It's double that, right?
Let the sun shine. Let
all
the
right.
sun shine. The sun shining.
Oh, for those who had the toolbar up the top, if it's missing, you may have to open it back up. Mine, I just found that I had one. So you said, see, 5, 10, 15, 20. So that's right, all the way almost to noodle.
Mm-hmm.
I have light as well, so if we need it in the other side of the room or where we are, because there seems to be a dude there too.
So the good news, everyone.
Good news.
The good news for you and the bad news for the lie is the lie now will attack with disadvantage, and you will attack the lie with. And that ends,
Okay.
I believe, unless you're moving, that ends your turn.
Yep. Yes.
So young Ebenezer is not. There he is. There he goes. Young Ebenezer is talking to this creature and looking very interested. Young and manipulable. Who knows what this conversation brings? I don't know why Nick just gagged, but
I don't. Because he's encumbered, I think. That's why.
oh, okay, yeah. It's, that was a good sound. Oh, looks like we
So-
lost Cliff. You're
I'm-
Nick.
I know. I'm just not sure how to do his spells. That's why.
Okay, what do you need help with?
So I was gonna. Should I try Scorching Ray at the big lie or no? Or should I try to throw orbs? I don't know what Nick would do. He would probably try to throw orbs.
He would only throw an orb if there were people in the way.
That's true.
So, let's think back on Nick's history. He's had some big. He doesn't always go for the balls. Sometimes he does other things.
He
I know
tries
that when
to get.
I
Let's
think
see.
Scorching Ray, he may, Nick may assume that Scorching Ray being something like light,
Yeah.
may be interesting.
I
defer to
How
you.
do I cast this spell?
Okay, so you're on the actions tab,
Yes.
and you want to do Scorching Ray, correct?
Correct.
All right.
At
So,
Mr.
so it-
Slouch Lie, the big lie.
So drag that white dice.
What? White dice.
You don't have a white die?
The cast thing?
Yeah, it's like there's a little white die that says cast.
Okay. Yeah, so
Now,
drag that.
Now, do know before you drop this that any damage that you do to the lie, half of it goes
I
to the
know.
recipient. Okay.
I know. Oh crap. I didn't
Oh,
target.
understood.
I didn't target
As
the
long as you
thing.
drag it on him, it'll be fine.
Okay. And it didn't work.
you rolled perfectly for Nick. Yes. So nothing happened.
Okay.
Skylar, are we busting out some ramen tonight? Are we?
It's tortilla soup.
Ah,
You're like, what is that thing?
Does it say freeloading?
freeloading.
Hey, get out of there.
What? Oh, freeloading jaunt. Yes. Sorry,
You're
my little girl came out to say hello. So freeloading. So he's over in the corner. He's going to avoid the light for sure. Going to head over Pato. No, actually, I don't think he would do that. No, actually, he would, because Little Zippy's already incapacitated, so he would head over to Pato and protect his big bad boss, and would attack with Caught in a Lie. I hadn't considered what to do if I end up grappling everyone in the party. So,
Luckily, there are more than 4 of us.
that's true. Nothing happens. The ghost of Christmas Past is like sort of looking at you guys with sort of like, yeah, get on with it, like take care of this sort of eyes. But is more focused on making sure that Scrooge pays attention to what's happening in the actual. This brings us to the top of the round, with Little Zippy. Little Zippy is going to have to break grapple, and to break grapple, he needs to win a contest with Slouch. So he needs to
What am I rolling?
a strength check.
Dexterity? Dexterity or strength?
So I will let it be your choice. You can either do strength versus strength or dexterity versus strength.
He has a better dexterity bonus, so I'm gonna go with
All right. So
dexterity.
you need to get it better than an 8.
Where am I rolling it? In the chat window?
Yeah, just in the chat window.
Or not?
So you are still grappled, and now I have
But
to
I can attack him though, still, can't I?
hold on. 1d4. Your strength is now reduced by 4. So where's Little Zippy? Little Zippy.
He's not very strong.
So he has a strength of 2. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So from now on, he only has a strength of 2.
I thought you said it goes down by 2.
No, it goes down by a 1d4.
Okay, I
That's-
thought you said.
No,
Okay.
2 is if I that's your health.
Oh,
So I have another thing I can do where I hit. Yeah, you lose 2 points every round. But this is just
How do I-
trying to remove all your strength, so you basically are incapacitated.
can he still attack though, or try to?
No, I
when
think
he's
that
grapple?
break grapple is your action.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
is.
Okay.
Did the break grapple not? Oh,
It failed.
No, he rolled terribly.
Yeah, because it says the target strength score is reduced by 1d4 for as long as the grapple continues. The target dies if this reduces its strength to 0.
His strength was only 6 to begin with.
Yeah. So you guys, there's probably some sort of like emergency meeting required for Little Zippy.
Yeah.
And for the record, I am not going after Little Zippy. Little Zippy went after the lie. Awesome. Okay, so up next is Karen.
Okay. Question: when we did the light thing earlier,
Mhm.
it didn't do damage, right? It just did. Remind me what the effect was.
So because the lie is in the light, it now you attack with advantage, and it attacks with disadvantage.
Okay, so basically, I have advantage on attacks. Okay, which doesn't help in breaking the grapple, really, right?
No,
Okay.
and that lie's strength is.
We had cast the spell, so it's moot now. But I had a really interesting question, which was: if I am grappled, can I pull the grappler with me? Because I read that if you grapple someone, then you can pull them at like half your distance. But then I was thinking, oh, could I pull them into the light here? But it doesn't matter because now they're lit.
Yeah, and you can, yes.
That would have been cool. All right.
But
wasn't-
I think to pull, that is instead of breaking grapple. Like that's your action is to like use
Yeah.
everything in you to drag.
Right.
So you
exactly.
have to beat. You can either roll dexterity or strength, and you need to beat an 8.
So there's a break grapple action. Should I just do that?
Oh yeah.
Double click to get character target from who applied the. Ooh, they got to work on their copy.
yes.
Cannot break grapple when no grappled effect in combat tracker.
You are grappled in the combat tracker. Am I on crack? You guys see that he's
Yeah.
grappled, right?
It shows.
Yeah. But he doesn't have the little grapple icon.
Yeah, it even says it in my effects list. Weird.
Wait,
Well, I
where is this grappled icon you're talking about?
Little
Um,
Zippy has it on.
So does Karen. I see it in Karen.
I don't see it in Karen. I see it
Yeah, I
something in
don't-
the combat tracker, but not up on the little icons.
Just roll a just roll a strength or a dexterity, your choice.
Okay.
These have to be innate.
I think it's like a athletics thing, right?
Grapple. I looked it
To
up.
break.
It's
to break
either
grapple.
you can either brute force via strength, or I'm sorry, it's either dexterity versus strength, which is acrobatics versus athletics, or by force, which is strength versus strength.
Okay. I think my athletics has a slightly higher bonus. I'll try that. Balls, man.
You got it. No, that's it.
Oh, it did. That was enough.
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
you got a +7, so you're good to go. So you are now ungrappled. So I can go
Yay.
blink. That was your action. If you move, it will have opportunity attack.
Yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't reapply grapple every single turn. So we shall see, I guess.
Only if it hits.
So that's all I got, right?
Yep, that's all you got.
Okay.
Hey, let's find out. Let's find out what happens. I have to click disadvantage, and I'm going to attack you with disadvantage. And it does not apply grapple to you this time. But it does. I have to see in the light, does it impact his movement? No. All right, so he's gonna move. Cliff, this will give you opportunity. He wants to go like beeline out of the light, back to the shadows with the spell. So you can go ahead and do an opportunity melee attack on the lie. You hit. And one. And I was gonna remind you you could attack with with advantage, but you hit anyway, so it all worked out. Next up is this guy, Lie Slouch. Under the skin. All right, so this is the damage. So because he's already grappled, his action is just going to be to apply 2 points of damage to the little Zippy on his turn, and that's the end of his turn. So that's what you were talking about, Alicia. That's the damage part.
Oh, okay.
Go Noodle.
All right.
Noodle in the house.
I'm thinking. Well, all right. Let me know. So if they move out of the light, right, then they're not at disadvantage, right?
If they move out of the light, they're no longer so they're good to go right now.
All right, because I also have that. Or Lil Zippy. I could heal that guy. Because we don't want to lose, but he's light damage right now, right?
Yeah, so he's lightly damaged.
And
What little Zippy's
grappled.
little Zippy's worried about his strength.
So, I mean, I guess, or else nothing, right? So I might as well do something. So,
How did I get hurt?
Right.
what's that?
I said, how did I get all hurt up? I just got. Was that one hit on me or multiple hits on me?
One.
Okay.
Why does my character have a circle with a star in it?
You have an inspiration point.
I'm quite inspired.
Inspiration is you can re-roll if you have a.
That's right. So can I move a little bit and then try to like do the light, because then it'll be more of the area covered?
Yep.
All right. How many can I move? 1, 2.
If you
Can I
move
move
past,
further?
if you move past this next lie, freeloading John.
Yeah.
If you go, like literally next to him, he will have an opportunity attack on you.
If I move past him, he'll have an opportunity attack.
Yeah, if you move within 5 feet.
Well, that doesn't seem very nice.
Now lies. Not if you know much about lies, but you should avoid lies.
Okay. So can I move diagonally? Can I go here, or is he still going to have an opportunity attack? Like if
Yep.
I jump on that desk,
You're good. Very sneaky, sis.
that's
Which is
that's
funny because she's literally my sis. No.
Here, diagonally.
Yeah. Can I? Do we still have?
You remember the
do
whole
I-
commercial?
Can I still move?
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. You're at 20. And you can move 25. You can move 5 more.
20.
You
I
can
can
move
move
5
5
more
more?
feet. Yeah.
So if I move diagonally back, kind of, is he still going to have? If I move like here, can you see what I mean?
No, I don't know where you're moving to at all. I can't see your
Yeah.
mouse if that's what you're asking. Oh, there, yeah.
What are you trying to do? I'm
You're
I'm a little confused. Like, what are you trying to do?
Well, you're out of
What?
moves. You're out of moves now. That's it. That's where you are. He was asking what you're. So she's trying to move over there, without going directly next to the lie. Otherwise, he would have an opportunity.
And I'm going to cast the light so that they're at disadvantage in most of the room because there's nobody to heal. So
I actually need to be healed. I'm like almost dead, and I have 2 guys on me.
You are moderately hurt, but you do have 2 lies on you.
Yeah.
But you can move.
Well, if he moves, he's going to have 2 opportunity attacks on him.
Okay.
I was like, I was trying to hint that. Maybe I should be more explicit, but
You should
Just you
scream.
gotta.
You have to be in character. Where are you going?
See, it didn't show up that it shows me that Lil Zippy's hurt more than you are. So
No, little Zippy is hurt. So Karen, Skylar are hurt the worst. I mean, it's like you guys are all bloody, all of you.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't see Skylar hurt at all.
either that's why I moved.
No, Skylar's got 8 points of damage.
Well, can I just reverse that and go back because I mean, and take. I'll rather heal him, but honestly, it doesn't show that he's hurt at all on my screen.
So no one else sees. No one else saw. Okay, so I will give
I
you
don't.
this. Gimme. So you were back there.
sorry, I'll be more explicit next time. I didn't want to put any pressure on you because I thought you had it doing something else.
That's what I'm here for, though. So that I would rather heal you. I really wouldn't want you to die. So, cure wounds. Here we go. I'm healing.
Thank you, Noodle.
You healing Skylar, or
Yeah, didn't I do that?
you did? So Noodle, Noodle moves all the way across the room, and but in her head, but the rest of you don't see her move at all. She sort of shakes loose and realizes that's a bad plan. Puts a hand on Skylar and heals his ass up. And says, "You're welcome." So you are good to go, Mr. Skylar. Noodle, you still have your movement.
Thanks, Noodle.
I still have new moves to do.
You can still. I'm still giving you back. You basically did not move yet.
I
know what I would do.
I want to go kind of back over to this desk situation. Am I
don't
good
forget-
here?
The rest of you can also provide coaching if need be.
Help me,
All right.
because I really have no idea. I wasn't here last time, so
Yeah. So you just moved. So one tactic that you may want to consider, just giving you some hints since you weren't, you missed this. It's better to be in the light. I'm not giving you your move back, but it's better to be in the light.
oh right.
So
Well,
you move,
I'm not.
You're just outside of the light.
It's okay, man.
Oh, you
It's
still have
okay.
you have 5 more feet left. It's not gonna. It's gonna get you close to the light.
There, I'm closer to the light. Just leave me here.
Into the light. Now I have a yes song going through my head.
Oh God.
Now everything is okay, Tom.
You know, I haven't listened to Yes in a long. I have to listen to some Yes this week. All right,
Yes, you do.
God, I haven't in a long time.
Scrooge.
Am I?
Scrooge is still not like he's like not getting the picture. Like these lies are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And you know the creature is good to go. He's making his case, and this brings us to Tato. Tato, who I will untarget for you, and you can now retarget whoever you want.
Bells.
And Cyrus is playing Tato, correct?
Yes, it is Tato's turn. Okay.
Mhm.
So what effect did the healing have? Except did it have any additional effect besides healing Skylar? Is he still grappled?
No, he's still grappled. Right, he's just
Okay.
healed. He's good to go.
Okay, is Tato grappled?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, Tato's is just.
She is
going
bloodied,
to-
right? So she has 4 points of damage of her.
Yep.
Of her
Mhm.
18.
I'll head there next.
Well, then
She's got a
she
splinter.
is going to attack with her short sword, freeloading jaunt. Miserable undead. And that's a miss.
Yep, that's a miss. Just goes through like butter. Nothing. All right.
Okay.
She does have movement, but there will be opportunity attack.
Yep.
All right. Thank you again, Noodle. Hey, what's the yellow line? Like the drawn line on here?
That's that light.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, before you got here, Cyrus cast a light spell. So these lies, they attack with disadvantage when they're in the light.
All right.
And you attack with advantage when they're in the light, which is a good thing. So it has a pretty big border radius. Now I would have put it in one of the more central desks to get more coverage, but you know I'm crazy.
So
but
I'm not in the light now.
You are not in the light. You are light adjacent.
You could move into the light though.
If you move,
If I
into
move
the, they're gonna hit you. And that's just for the record, just so you're very clear. They both will have opportunity attack on you.
Oh, I know. It's brutal. That's why I was like,
Yeah, you're in a bucket of hurt right now.
I need help, people. Come help me. All right. Well, I guess I have to attack because I don't want to take a hit.
Yeah, so take a look at both of them square away and decide which of them would be the most lucrative death.
Yeah, I thought live vulnerable is moderate and hunky is. They're both moderate.
Yeah, they're both moderates. Yeah, they're not Republican or Democrat. They vote their head.
So can I use the sonic power to help boost my strike or my protective field?
Can you?
I can. I don't know if that's a move.
Athletic.
I'd have to look at your actions. Which one is it? Sonic
It's,
power. It's a
it's
feature.
protective field.
Oh, which one? Protected.
Psionic power protective field.
Okay, hold on. I got to look at that one specifically.
And I'm also grappled too. Don't forget.
Oh, you have to break grapple before you can do diddly.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to do my action break grapple.
Yep. So you'll need to break. Which one are you? Which one has you grappled? It's I think it's dictatorial smile. You need to beat an 8 with either a strength or a dexterity.
All right. So should I not do break grapple or just do strength? I'll only go to strength skills.
I don't think the break grapple worked, right, guys? I think the latest update
It didn't for Cliff.
I think it broke.
Isn't it an athletic check?
It's either strength or dexterity.
I got a 12. 14.
You're out. You are free to move about the cabin. Although I wouldn't recommend you move, or you will have an opportunity to attack.
All right. So I want to do my sonic shield.
No, you weren't going to do anything. That was your turn. You don't get
What?
to. You don't get that was your action to break grapple is your action.
Okay,
How
so now I can just attack.
No, you're done. Like, like you can move or ask stuff, but from a do stuff, you're kind of done.
All right. So
That's why these lies are badass. And you know, I have nothing against you, Skylar.
No, I get it.
Back.
Okay, hold on. Why did it roll with advantage?
There's no advantage because you got no grapple on me.
You know, it shouldn't be.
Fudge.
Hold on, I got to roll that again because somehow it rolled with advantage. I'm trying to figure out why.
I'll take a reroll.
So it dropped the 8, and that would have been a miss. Hold on. There we go. Let's try this again. If I... Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You know why, Skylar? I'm a moron. So this is on me. You're going to get a bit of a gimme. I forgot to clear your grappled effect.
Yeah, I wasn't grappled.
Right, so I'm going to make the 8 stick, which means it was a miss. So that is my Christmas present to you because that was my mistake.
You're the Gris of Christmas future, Thomas.
I am the Gristle Post of Christmas future, yes. Fabia, you are in the light.
Glad he's not a Grinch.
Since I'm standing on the desk, do I have line of sight to the slouched lie?
You do. Want me to retarget? Boom.
Thank
You have line of sight. You will not hit. You will not hit Noodle in the head.
I'm very short.
All right, I'll try to sink an arrow into him. Let's see what happens. Nope.
You do not. It flies right over Noodle's head and right over the lie's head. All right, Mr. Bing.
You know what? I didn't put advantage on that
Why would you have advantage?
because I'm in the light.
No, but the lie's not.
I did not. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought I was missing something. Good try. Though. Good try.
Dang it.
All right, Mr. Bing.
Okay, I am going to
I.
run over
Sorry.
here.
All right, so you're running over here because you must really care for Mr. Skylar.
And I am going to cast light on the desk to the north of me.
Damn you. Okay.
I like it.
Draw on another circle. See, so 5,
Cyrus
10,
the
15,
virus.
20. So it's right about here. 1. We got 5, 10. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20. Holy smokes. That's a bad line, you guys, but rough enough, right? You guys get it. So basically, the entire east half of the room is lit up, like on fire lit.
Yeah.
And you know, these lies are just like, you know, not pleased, sort of cowering, and 75% of these lies are going to have to attack with this thing. Awesome. Well played, Mr. Bing. Well played.
And then
Thank you,
I'm
Mr.
going
Bing.
to back off 5 feet after that, if I may.
I will give it to you. Going forward, not this game, but next game, I think if you're Cattywampus, I think that's probably an opportunity attack going forward. I would say that this is.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I'll take that back. I'll just stay where I am.
All right, well then we will institute it this game. I'm just trying to be fair. All right, this brings us to young Ebenezer, who is looking very convinced that he might want to take advantage of the offer. And then Nick, who sounds like he's taking a crap on that desk. So,
Ew.
How do I tell how many spells he has?
how many spell slots or how many spells?
Yes. Any of that. Like, can he do Scorching Ray again?
Oh,
I
wait,
don't
first,
know.
It's on the actions tab.
I'm on the actions tab.
Okay, so like at the top, there's like current effects, and then there's weapons, and then the next heading should be spell slots. Are you in combat mode?
I
Yes.
am.
Okay.
I
So I've
checked one.
used one. So
Y-
if he has 4 dots for first, so I've
Yep.
used one first level spell.
Yes.
Yep,
So
exactly.
yeah. So one of those should be filled in.
So sticky.
Okay, well I'll try that scorching ray again. Why not?
Scorching Ray.
At the slouch lie.
That's Rachel Ray's cousin.
Now he is in the light though. So does he get a +2?
Nope.
Because the lie's not in the light.
Lie has to be in light. Yeah, so it's what you're attacking that's impacted, not you.
Yes.
All right, so you hit both Little Zippy and the Lie.
Of course I did.
Well, I mean, because it's because Little Zippy's
Oh.
grappled, right?
Yes. Is that how I roll damage? I didn't even know.
Yeah. So it's 9. So 9 damage went to the Lie, right? And that is Lie is slouched. So hold on. So I've got to give him back. I'll give him back 4. Wait a minute. It didn't do any damage.
What do you
where's-
mean?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Slouched. He's critical. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. Hold on. Lie. Slouched.
The lie should keep 5.
Yeah, he's gonna keep 5, and so that will be so of the 9, I got to give him back 4. So that puts him at 20, and then I got to go to Little Zippy and then give him an additional 4, which no one said there'd be math in Dungeons and Dragons. What the hell? All right, there we
No,
go.
little Zippy got hurt.
Oh yeah, Little Zippy got his ass handed to him. Well, if, to be fair, just so you guys can track on this, Little Zippy charged ahead, hit the big bad boss first, and that's what aggroed everybody in the room.
I asked before I did it.
Yeah, I was happy. That's good. All right, cool. So up next is this Lie here. To his right is Tato, and he has to attack with disadvantage. And he's going to try to catch Tato in a lie. Oh. Oh no. Heinous punishment. All allies suffer disadvantage for their attack, or enemies have advantage on their spell DC. All right, so
No,
they're already all lit up, so they already have disadvantage. But just remember that any attack has advantage on their spell. Okay, make sense?
No.
All right.
No.
No, it's all good. No, you want that, right? Like you guys will have advantage
Okay.
against them with
I
spells.
see it.
Yeah, did not work. And he hangs tight, and he ends his turn. Spirit of Christmas Past is starting to look a little nervous, like this narrative down there is not playing out like it's supposed to. All right, Zippy.
Revenge.
So that break grapple thing doesn't work. I need to just roll.
Well, you got to break grapple, and if it fails, then I have to roll a strength.
No,
Reduction.
I mean the break grapple effect in the actions task.
Yeah, that doesn't
work.
seem to work. And you're
Okay.
going to have to roll, I think, an 8.
And
You guys-
his
the
is going to
strength-
be dex. His
You
is going to be dexterity because he has a plus in dexterity.
Perfect. So you just have to beat an 8. Roll a dexterity. Just get bigger than an 8.
So- Yes.
Yes. This was almost the end of Little Zippy. So close. All right, Little Zippy is no longer grappled. Let me pick him up.
But he can't do anything, right?
Nope. He can move if he wants.
But that guy gets an opportunity attack, right?
So roll a perception check for Little Zippy.
Yeah, I'm getting in the skills.
Good enough. So so Little Zippy, while not having a brain much bigger than a walnut, is smart enough to realize that he can possibly get away from this lie, because this lie is very busy protecting the book. So this lie, it has one job to do, which is to keep that book obscured so this narrative doesn't play out. Right?
Okay.
So it's not going to waste its time and potentially open up the opportunity for someone to like get the book or free the book. It's going to be maintaining that, so it is likely not going to take an opportunity.
Okay. I'm gonna have him fly then back over by Favia to get into the light and tell her what.
All right.
And I'm gonna pass that on to everybody.
Cool. All right. Zippy's turn is over.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Karen, is it clobbering time? It hasn't been clobbering time much this game.
Come on, Karen.
So far for damage, I've rolled a 1 and a 2. So
Yeah, I know. You're
Oh.
not, it is.
Sweetie,
Christmas
are
is
you-
not your
Are
friend.
you feeling sick?
All
Karen,
right.
are you feeling sick?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna truck over and bang on whoever this clown is. I have target.
That clown is very hunky.
Okay. Let's see actions. Okay, rolling.
Rolling. 11 is a hit. Skylar is like looking pretty excited that this guy might be hurt. And it is critical. So these lies, you've assessed that these lies are kind of badass. All right, so it is Very Hunky's turn, and turnabout's fair play.
Crap.
Damn it. Oh, and I would have had to re-roll if it was high anyway because I have to roll with disadvantage. Don't forget, you guys, attack with advantage. Anyone that's in these circles. That's the end of its turn. I have to check disadvantage. And says to you, he says, "Hey, Skylar. 2 truths and a lie." Holy shit. Double 18s, my friend. So it did drop the lowest, which would have been the same thing. You are lightly hurt, but I know you don't want to hear this, and I don't even want to tell you this. You, my friend, you are grappled.
Apple again.
Arrgh!
Didn't I just heal you? Jay.
Yeah, I know. I'm not as bad as before though.
Right. Now I can see your blood, so that tells
There will be blood. All right. Oh, I should end my turn.
So it's me, and I feel like it makes more sense since I'm right over here to help Lil Zippy out.
All right.
Because you guys got to mess.
What?
I can heal you if you'd like. I don't know if I can get there. Yeah, I can get there.
Are you trying to heal? I'm losing track.
Not that guy. Yeah.
So, from a damage perspective, Karen and Little Zippy are the worst.
Right. Where's Karen? He's over there.
And don't forget, you fantastical beasts with inspiration. If you ever need to re-roll, you can burn an inspiration point on it. Reminding you of that one more time.
You have to choose.
Are you
That's
moving,
it.
or what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna, but I don't. I'm anti kill Zippy, so I don't know.
Zippy is the
Why do
closest.
you want to kill Zippy?
I don't. I'm anti.
He wants to. She's saying she wants to heal Zippy.
But how many points of damage is Karen?
Well, Karen's not grappled, so she's got that going for her.
Yeah, I've got I still have a good amount of hit points left. I have a lot of hit points, probably more than.
All right,
Lil
I'm
Zippy.
going with Zippy. I'm going to Zips.
All right.
Gonna heal.
Are you sure you
Heal
want to
the-
move? You sure you don't want to move a little more into the light?
Well, I can still move after I heal.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, really.
All
right. Let me get my screen.
Which healing? What are you doing? Are you doing
I'm gonna
cure
heal.
wounds?
What?
Okay, did you check a spell slot when you cured wounds last time?
Did I what?
Well, go ahead and cure wounds, and then or whatever you're gonna do, and then I want to make sure it's checking off your spell slots.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. I gotta find it now. Cure wounds. Oops. Wait, why does it say 30 feet to the enemy? I'm hovering on Zippy, so I'm gonna roll it.
Just drop it on Zippy.
5.
That's pretty good. I mean, on a D8 plus 3, you got an 8. That's pretty fantastic.
Good.
Awesome. And your spell slot has been checked. You still have, I believe, 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. So let me come back on over here because I'm in the light now.
Nah, you're on the edge of the light. I mean, you're partially lit. I guess I'd give it to you. Yeah, I guess I'd give it to you. Yeah.
Please, that's just the outer circle. My whole bod's up in there.
Yeah, I did not do a good job drawing that circle. That's for sure.
All right. I forgive you. Let me end my turn.
Please. Scrooge, Scrooge is starting to look withdrawn, like he's not getting much from this experience, and the creature is starting to look pretty empowered. And this brings us to Potato, which is Mark.
Am I still?
Yeah. So Tato.
Indeed.
Oh,
Tato
crap.
is-
We need to get that book.
Which book? Oh,
The one that the only lie that is not in the light has.
I've been trying to get it in the light, but people be dying.
hey, how many rounds does your light spells last?
It lasts an hour.
An hour, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, that's 60
On that.
rounds. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Tato's just going to attack freeloading Jaunt.
Where's Frito Lady Jaunt?
Right next to her.
Oh, Christ. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, she hits.
Why, yes.
And don't forget, you could have advantage, but you didn't
Yeah.
need to. Got it. Did some damage.
Well, all right.
So you guys are doing your best to expunge the lies from this classroom.
Go, Skylar.
Break grapple again, I guess.
Yeah, break grapple. You can either do dexterity or strength check, or strength roll, whichever. You have to beat an 8.
Wait,
Oh.
was that straight? Yeah.
That was strength, and
Very
you
good.
failed.
Ah,
So what that means is that we have to give you D4. Bloop, bloop. And so your strength is now reduced by 3. I gotta write that
but
down.
disadvantage.
So your strength was, so you have a strength of 15. You now have a strength of 12.
Got it.
And I don't know how to do that within this app, so I'm just keeping track of it the old-fashioned way with the pencil. You have a 12. All right. And you are grappled already, so this one's not going to attack because he doesn't want to break grapple, but that just means that you get an under-the-skin damage of 2 points. And that ends its turn.
I'll take 2 points.
Yeah, so that's the thing to remember. Once they've grappled you, they can't attack other stuff. They're holding you, and you just take 2 points of damage on every turn. So it's kind of a race to the bottom. Your strength versus you breaking grapple versus them draining your full health. All
Got
right,
it.
Fabia.
I'm gonna try an arrow again, see what happens.
Well, you're saying so with such disdain.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
One of these
Nice.
times I was like, it's gotta hit.
You hit.
Yay! And I
Holy
rolled
crap.
decent too.
Yeah, you
Yes.
rolled
There we
you
go.
rolled well. You rolled your arrow was true. Your true arrow hit a lie, which is ironic in and of itself. You still have movement if you want it.
Nope. I'm good.
You are good. You are in the brightest spot of the room, Mr. Bing.
Okay, I am going to fire
Fire.
my favorite spell, Lorem Ipsum Dolorsit Amet.
Who are you firing this at?
Slouched Guiding Bolt.
Alrighty.
Do. Oh wait, I needed to. No, doesn't matter.
You got.
I
Wait, what did
forgot
you-
to click advantage.
Oh wait,
or
it
no.
wouldn't be. It wouldn't be advantage.
No.
Anyway,
No, you wouldn't
but
have
I
advantage
hit.
because he wasn't in the light.
But I did hit.
You did hit.
So let's do a little damage, shall we?
Holy shit!
Yes.
Wow.
Finally.
So that lie dies, and the following series of events fires off. All right. I'd forgotten this man, mumbled Scrooge. He offered to help me when I got older. Was there some price to it, Spirit? Scrooge asks, turning to the spirit, but it's gone. Did I give something up? He whispers, as he makes his way back through the doors and enters his bedroom. As his feet cross the doorway, the scroll room begins to fade away, and you hurry to follow after him. Scrooge eyes his desk in the corner where the purple book lies. What did he want? Clearly drained from the strange experience, Scrooge returns to his bed and eventually falls asleep. Now, you do not even get to finish this fight. You have done your duty. You have eliminated the lie that was surrounding the book. That means I open up your party sheet, and we go to your experience, and I drag to your experience this encounter. Kadoosh. And I award it, and behold the chat window.
Nice.
Okay.
By the end of this, you will all have leveled up, by the way.
Ooh.
Yay. That's nice.
All right, so that encounter
Merry Christmas.
goes away. That goes away. This, I unshare. I have to bring back open this. Loop, loop. I clear my combat tracker. Menu. Delete from tracker. Loop, loop. It's always disappointing when you don't get to kill everything in the room, isn't it, gentlemen and women?
It is a letdown.
We
Not
were
gonna
just
lie.
saying that's disappointing we didn't get a kill.
All right, so in the room, we have the spirit of Christmas present. And Scrooge. And spirit of goes away. This one goes away. On. Future Scrooge. And bloop. All right, so give me one more second. I'm almost done. I have to get this set up. Oh, I think I accidentally added everyone to the stupid combat tracker twice. Future. All right, you guys should begin to see as you guys pop back into his bedroom. Little Zippy. Bloop. Noodle. Bloop. Tato. Bloop bloop.
Bedroom?
Skylar. Bloop. You'll see. I should share it with you guys first.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought.
Skylar. We got Fabia. Cyrus.
Ooh.
All right. Look at this. So, fun stuff, guys. Fun stuff. So, Scrooge eyes his desk in the corner where the purple book lies. What did he want? Clearly drained from the experience, Scrooge returns to his bed and eventually falls asleep. Ladies and gentlemen, you get a short rest.
Yay, short rest.
Yay.
As part of a short rest, you are welcome to roll any hit die that you would like. If you go to your main tab, you have 3 hit die, or well, depending on how many you might have different. But like, there's something that says HD. If you drag that into the combat tracker or click on it, it is going to roll it, and that will give you back health. Once your health is complete, stop rolling. I'm just saying, stop rolling when you're comfortable with your health. Think of this as a band-aid, not a miracle cure. And when you are ready to proceed, you let me know.
So it's the bottom HD.
What's that?
It says HD.
Yeah.
We just roll once, Thomas?
You can roll up to as many times as it says. If you have like 3 of them, it'll be 3. If it's 2, it'll be 2. However many hit dice you have.
Where do you see that?
On the main tab, down at the
Yeah.
bottom.
But when it says max 20, when it says max and HP, or it's the same number, then I'm maxed, right?
Yeah. If you keep rolling, you're just wasting it.
I'm not wasting.
It's kind of a gamble, right? So like, if you get
Yeah.
typically, if you get within the light range, you typically stop. You know what I'm saying?
Do
Alrighty.
we get spells back?
Not unless so if you are an elf, like a dark elf, I believe, or a warlock, you do get spell slots in the short rest. Everyone else, it requires a long rest.
Hey, Tom, I rolled a
Yeah.
12 and a 5 and didn't get any health back.
Skylar, you rolled a D12. You didn't roll. You have to drag that little hit dice from your main window.
It's at the very, very bottom of the main tab.
Yeah, it's like got a 3 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop because I got I got 2 more chances and I can do it later, right?
Yep, you sure can. Well, yeah, you can do it anytime you do a short rest. You can roll these hit dice.
Yeah, 'cause I'm only 2 away from my max. It doesn't seem worth wasting it.
Yep, that's the strategy, right? Is you got to play it like how close do you want to get to it. It's actually an interesting part of the process. You are also welcome to go into your action tab. Anyone who has ranged weapons, and I'm gonna just tell you that you guys are welcome to do this whenever you do a short rest or whatever. And any ranged weapons like a bow or whatever else, if you hit that little magnifying glass, and then the window will pop up. And if you look at the bottom where it says ammunition, there's a green plus next to shots. If you click that, you can recover 75% of your missed shots. Right? And when you're done doing that, close that little window, and then click that little red button that says reload. It means reload.
Close that window.
Make sense?
So,
So
Yes.
reload. So basically, think about this: like first, you're looking around for all your arrows that you can find, and then whatever you don't find, you're going to pull from your inventory, so your quiver's always full. All right. So what-
Tom,
Yo, what up?
would Nick get any of his spells back? He's an elf.
What kind of an elf?
I don't know.
So I think An elf. Hold on, let me look at Nick Malak. Man, nothing is more disturbing than watching your beautiful holiday arches that you spent 20 plus hours putting up blow violently in
blow
the wind.
down.
Ooh.
You
All
guys
right.
are you having windy? It's windy over there.
Oh, it's redonkulous. Let's see if I can spin it around.
Cold here, but it's not windy.
See those
Rain.
lights? That's our front yard, and well, they're barely shaking now that I've complained about them, but you can see they're still shaking back and forth.
It looks
So-
nice.
Yeah, oh, it is. It is. Honestly, I'm a big fan of Christmas.
Scrooge is from Christmas Carol.
You know, my house is like Christmas friggin' threw up in here. But
Yeah, that's we're all from the same family. That's for sure.
it took me like, I don't know, days.
Okay, so I'm looking at Nick and his main. He's a wizard. He's a high elf. High elf. So why don't you, Alicia, while between turns, look at the high elf and see somewhere in when you click that little the little link around high elf, it'll tell you for his race. if
Where
he gets
does it?
next up.
Oh, there it is. I was like, where does it even say high elf?
Yeah. But somewhere in there, or you can also just use your friend Google and find out like high elf, short rest, spell slots, and that'll give you the answer as well. But I'm going to move us forward because we want to knock through this thing, and we're getting pretty close.
Yes.
What's that? Yeah.
Oh, sure.
When you're ready.
That's cool.
All right.
You tell her I'm not sure.
What's she doing over there?
I'm putting a blanket on her. Audrey's out here. She's my D&D buddy. We got Skylar. Over the break, let's do the D&D for the kids. We'll pick a day and rock it out.
Oh yeah, awesome.
All right. So you guys, is everyone here?
We're here.
Okay. The fireplace shakes violently. Suddenly, a giant of a man, wrapped in a hunter's leathers and a green cloak, somehow squeezes himself out of the chimney. And sharing photo, he towers before the fireplace mantle, so tall that he has to bend forward slightly to avoid poking through the roof. His face cracks into a smile that seems to take up the entire room as he heads towards Scrooge's bed. Scrooge bolts upright, staring slack-jawed at the giant. How dare you? Or no, I'm sorry. How dare you, sure. How did you get in here? The giant's booming voice rattles in the room as he speaks. Man, I'm really fighting the urge to use my voice as you guys. Excellent. You're up. There's little time, old miser. He bounds to the bed and snatches Scrooge by the hand, yanking him toward the balcony. What is happening? Scrooge protests as he's literally dragged out of bed. Come, you should know by now, booms the giant. I am the spirit of Christmas present, at your service. And we are headed to the sad home of a man in your sad employ, Bob Cratchit. The spirit speaks to Scrooge over his shoulder, but he looks right at you. Hurry along, or you'll be left behind. As he walks, the tail of his long green cloak stretches out behind him, covering the floor like a rug. He steps onto the balcony railing and grins into the night air. Hold tight now! And without another word, he jumps, dragging a terrified Scrooge with him. All right, so you saw the ghost of Christmas present. And I need you all to roll an acrobatics check. You want a 13 or better.
Can you do the thing where you send it to us?
Can I? Yes.
Please?
Will I? Yes.
Thank you.
Select all PCs. And what did I say you need to do?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. I'm requesting some rolls, y'all. Again, you want a 13. All right.
Oh, God.
Let's get it. Woo! Oh no, Cyrus.
All right.
Yeah.
So, panicking, Scrooge cries out in alarm and holds tight to the spirit as you are flung into the night sky and fly over the town of Grace. The sight is breathtaking, as entire homes look like toys covered in snowflakes. Suddenly, the spirit dives towards the street, and the wind and snow begin to blur your vision. You can barely distinguish Ebenezer crying out ahead of you, his robe, nightcap, and medallion flapping in the wind. So, Karen, Skylar, Noodle, Zippy, and Tato, you just marvel at this beautiful city below you. For those of you who have done this thankless wait at Disney for the Peter Pan ride, it's like when you're coasting over over the beautiful city, and you ask yourself, like, this is glorious and pretty amazing, and honestly, this technology, for as old as it is, still holds up. But oh my God, I just waited an hour and a half for this, right?
Yes.
But anyway, I digress, right? The rest of you, Fabia, oh man, it is bad for you. And Cyrus,
It is.
not awesome. Nick, not awesome. What you guys see, you guys see lights blurring past, and you see your feet, and then you see the robe, and then you see the stars, and you see the wind, and you're just being flung around like laundry in a dryer. And you're feeling nauseous and end over end, and you're getting glimpses of each other, and like the look in each other is like not good. It's not good. So collectively,
For real.
you land with a thump, some literally, and find yourself standing on a snowy street, a familiar street that you left earlier this evening. Before you is the large window to the Cratchit house. The warm glow emanating from its glass panes mark the stark contrast to the dim cold of the street. So while I'm loading the map that you're all going to look at, or the image, I'm going to need those of you who rolled below a 13, you need to roll a 2d6 so I can see how much bludgeoning damage you experienced as your body crashed into the ground.
Oh.
So that's just the from the bottom of the.
Yeah, you just roll a what did I say?
2d6.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it could be bad.
Oh no, not Tato. Sorry, that was for me.
Well, roll your own. You have to roll from your.
That was for Cyrus. No, Tato's fine, but Cyrus. That roll should apply to Cyrus.
I don't know who I'm rolling for.
That was
That's
for
me.
Fabia. Was that who's so? Yeah, that's you. That's what you needed.
And then I want to do David, but I don't know. I have him.
Well, that's between you and David. It's really not something that
Yeah.
this conversation.
But how do I make sure it's him that I'm rolling for now and not me?
Double click his little image in the top.
Okay.
And
Great.
did it?
I
now
didn't click
no.
the 2. I rolled, but I don't know.
Oh, error. Unable to save.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so it went.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting all sorts of errors suddenly. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to remove some health from y'all. I am so sorry to say that. Let's see here. You've got Spirit of Christmas Presents and Scrooge.
Considering David is like paper. This is like half of his hit points right now.
I know, right? Like, poor little guy.
Yes.
I mean, all I have to say is when you get home, just tell him like, your character sucks. He's gonna grow into a fine little man.
I didn't think I was supposed to roll. Was I supposed to roll?
You were. Let's find out. Noodle, where's Noodle?
She was an 18. She's
No, you're
fine.
good. You're
Oh,
good to
she's
go.
fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you just got a cool view of the city.
Yeah,
Everyone else got some other people got some tumbles. So now let me go through and let me share this with you while I'm removing your health. So Tato has another 8, so that means that she's at 10.
No,
Fabia.
not Tato. That's Cyrus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So she's at 2. Cyrus. Yeah, don't kill your wife's character. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
8. Fabia is -3. Where's Fabia? Fabia 3. Nick is -5. No one will tell Nick that Fabia hurt him more than
Oh.
himself.
No, I'll tell him. It's okay.
Yeah, that's true. 5. All right, so you guys are good to go. I mean, I wouldn't say you're good to go. You're bleeding all over the street. So, like I said, you land with a thump, literally. You find yourself standing in a snowy street, a familiar street that you were earlier here, blah, 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 blah. Why have you brought me here, spirits? Asked the incredulous Scrooge. The spirit does not respond, but merely bends down next to the window and peers inside. With an exaggerated humph, Scrooge draws closer to the glow. As he joins the spirit, the light inside dims, hiding the scene from the Scrooge's eyes. What's inside here? The glass is fogged. I cannot see. It's not bright. Right? He demands and rubs his sleeve against the clear window pane. There's a rumbling in the street, and something stirs in the snow. As you turn to look, 3 large skeletons rise, each looking labored, stand under the weight of a pack that's strapped to its back. They stand at their full height. Snow falls off of them, revealing a large black orb spinning on top of their packs. Boom. All right, so while I'm turning on some baddies, guess what I'm going to ask? I'm going to ask you to roll for initiative.
Those guys are huge.
They are big.
Thing.
Little zippy.
And we still need
Roll.
a noodle still needs to roll.
I'm having a situation on my computer.
What's going on?
Well, it said it wasn't responding, and now I do have the map, but I can't move it at all. Okay, hold on.
All right, we're holding tight.
Yes, I think I got it. Okay. Roll for initiative. Here I am. I couldn't move it. There I am.
Kick ass. All right, so you've rolled for initiative, and they're going to now, guess what? They're going to roll for initiative. All right. Man, they suck. They're at the bottom. Little Zippy, I think somehow Little Zippy's cheating. Little Zippy always appears at the top.
How
All
can
right.
you cheat?
So, I'm gonna give you a few moments to acclimate. If there's anything you want to know, see, do, understand, go ahead and.
So, did Cyrus make it to the place?
Oh crap! Did I not drag Cyrus over?
I don't see Favia either.
Yeah.
It's all the people that were.
Oh no,
Fabia's-
Favia.
No,
Oh,
Fabia's
Favia.
there.
Where's Nick? Nick's not there.
Noodle.
Damn
There's
it.
Bobby
So-
is there.
So honestly, like this kind of works with the narrative. So like as you guys are sort of acclimating, like, kablam! Cyrus like comes smashing into the ground. Noodle,
My ankles.
kabloo, right onto the ground. Who else is missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm missing one person else. Is it Skylar missing? Nope.
Wait, where's
Skylar's there.
Tato?
No, I'm there.
No,
Nick.
Tato's there.
Nick. Where's Nick?
Yeah.
So, those of you who
There's
came along
8.
gloriously for the ride landed fine. Those of you who were spinning about just sort of slammed down just a few seconds later. Bloom. You are now all on the map. You should see some stuff. You should see some terrifying looking skeletons.
Do we know what they actually are?
Well, how would one know? Would maybe someone like to roll a perception check? Would you all like to roll a perception check?
Let's percept.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's perceive.
All right, let's do this. This last time we did this, we crashed Noodle's computer.
It'll be fine.
Perception. Request roll, please.
Okay.
Oh, you got an 18. Somebody did. Karen. Who was I missing?
It's snowing, duh.
And you're good to go.
Cyrus
So yeah, so like
knows
both
all.
Favia and Skylar look at each other and are kind of like, "Brr, it's cold. Haven't we been here before?"
It's vaguely familiar.
The good news is you are not alone. So you look around, and a couple of things. For one, looking carefully, you notice flickers of light streaming from the window to each of the black orbs atop the skeleton packs. Right, and a couple of you are like, I've not had a lot of experience, in this part of the world, but I do believe legend says these things are called remorse. These are remorses. And fascinating. It's a towering skeleton that sort of wields whatever weapon's handy. You know, it seems to be made up of bones, like a collection of bones, but honestly, not its own bones. It's just bones, right? As a matter of fact, you know, why don't I do one better than describing? Show, don't tell, as they say in design. That's a remorse. So, it's really unimportant where these bones come from, but they're large enough to sort of help this thing carry this pack on its back, right? This thing is strapped. And this mysterious pack, it holds this black orb, right? And it just hovers. It's not really touching the pack, it's sort of hovering above it. And it seems to be made of like black glass and sort of spins freely, right, above the pack. And what it does is it draws light from any source. That, you know, and these remorses are very strange. Though they're lifeless, they can be seen sort of committing small actions like shuffling their feet, congregating in small groups. Weirdly, as odd as they look, they can kind of blend in. It's bizarre. Some have been known to wander towards light, sources of light, which quickly snuff out due to the black stone on their back. So this thing literally steals the light. Their undone power is actually sustained by this black orb, right? But that's all you know. I mean, there is more to know. Well, crap, Cyrus, you got a 23. So I guess I got to give you the rest. I was like, I thought at 18. I'm like, I thought I was stopping at the 18 level, but I am not. So, you know, Cyrus, you know, what you know is that this undead power is actually sustained by the orb. And if you destroy the orb, you destroy the remorse. And this orb also seems to convert the light into necromantic energy. So what's interesting is, you know, you're not convinced that you're convinced that destroying the orb will kill the remorse, but you're not convinced that killing the remorse will destroy the orb.
All right, I tell the group, go for the orbs.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a ball off. Balls versus balls.
There's so many 1980s era jokes I could have made that are no longer acceptable. But
yeah,
so I'm just gonna shut up and say, let's get ready to rumble. Zippy.
Did we just lose Cliff?
yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
he got disgusted with your balls joke, Tom.
Well, he's still in the game, and there's a couple of people before him.
Okay, he's back.
All right, so let's little Zip.
I'm just trying to think if he has anything that could like destroy an orb.
Let's
Do we know what these guys do to us? Like how they hurt us?
Probably just with sarcasm and like mean comments.
So you'd have to roll a nature check if you want to know if you know anything about him.
Is it nature or arcana?
Oh, they are magic, so it's Arcana. Good touche.
Oh, Zippy is not very smart, but we'll try. Oh, he didn't do too bad.
So Zippy sort of just like sort of sends these signals, and what you keep seeing is this big ass shovel. There's this it has a big ass shovel, and you see this shovel coming down in blood, and you get the feeling that this the primary weapon of this here beast is a big ass shovel. You might want to call it a great shovel. It looks like it hurts.
Does Zippy have any? Does he know if he has anything that's actually gonna hurt them? Like, can they be hurt?
Yep.
Like,
yeah,
with,
he's
okay.
He's pretty convinced that there's a glass ball and a skeleton, right? And they have the attributes of each. What did he get? An 18?
Yeah.
He's also pretty convinced that to get to the orb, you may have to go through the skeleton unless you have some sort of amazing tactics.
Like get him to turn around.
Right. So, there you go.
Maybe that
So-
light thing again to get him to go towards the light.
And did I turn on all of them, by the way? I did, right? You can see them all. Yes. Okay.
There are 3.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Little Zippy actually can't see them because they're in shadows from where he's at.
They're in shadows. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
the other 2, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Like they're in like line of sight shadows.
Yep.
Should I try to sting one of them? Should Little Zippy try to sting one of them?
Are you asking
Give it a
me?
try.
No, I'm asking the group, not you.
I'd say try to break those balls.
The orbs.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so you basically, when you guys attack, you have to tell me if you're attacking the orb or the skeleton.
Okay.
So a couple of things to know. These orbs are so high, because these things are so big, they tower above you. There's no way that you would be able to reach the orb, just so you know. Right. So
Okay.
they're not. It's not like you're gonna be able to reach up and knock it out, right? Or even jump up and get it. They're pretty big. You can
So
get it
melee
with
weapon won't.
It depends on the
reach it.
reach. Right. I think
Okay.
if it's greater than 5 feet, yes. If it's otherwise a ranged weapon's probably your best bet. Or you go for the skeleton.
Okay. Zippy's gonna fly over here. Well, I
Alright.
don't know if you're gonna let me fly. Yeah. Is that close enough to attack the orb, or do I need to come around
Well-
more to the back?
Well, you got to move back 5. Oh wait, he's flying. He can go 40. He can
He's
go 5.
flying, yeah.
He can go 5 more. So you're gonna need to go a little farther.
Like right here?
He's so brave.
Yep. Yeah. So that is it. So he now has a
Exhausted.
chance to get this, but this is the sort of the one shot, because in real life this guy would do this.
Turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're just going to say that he can't, because if he were walking, I wouldn't have given this to you. But because Zippy's flying, I'm just going to assume that he sort of came sort of surprised.
Go to Zippy.
Yeah.
All right. So is
So
he going
that's-
after the remorse, or is he going
He's
after the orb?
He's going after the orb.
All right. So you still drag it to the remorse, just the same. You're going to have to get a 20 or greater to hit the orb.
Okay.
Oof. Go, little Zippy, go.
Go, little Zippy. No. That's hard.
Yep. It's a miss.
Nope.
It was a miss anyway,
Yeah.
but it would have been. So what would happen? Even if it said hit, it would still have to be a 20 to hit the orb, just so you know how the scout works.
Well, yeah.
Awesome. So that's Zippy's turn.
Where? I
He's
thought
out
I
of
opened
moves.
the-
Yeah.
I was trying to open the combat
There we
tracker.
go.
It was not doing it.
Got to get you a bigger monitor, Mr.
I
Bing.
know.
Okay. I am going to call upon my my deity. Dude, if I ever needed you more, the time is now. And I am going to turn undead.
Oh, look at that.
What?
Yeah. So you can basically cause them to walk away. So it is
Is it? What's the range?
channel divinity, and let's. Crap! It's not saying. Hold on.
So it's 30 feet.
30? Oh, you found it? Okay, good.
Yeah. Any creatures within 30 feet of you, and divide those hit points among them. Well, you're doing preserve life. No, you're. Which one was it? Channel. It wasn't preserve.
Channel divinity.
Okay, my bad. Hold on. Channel divinity. That one. And and this is a level 1. You get 1 use. Make separate channel divinity. Oh god, this is a note. So so under channel divinity, you needed to choose one. It looks like you chose preserve life. Is that right?
Well, I'm a disciple of life, if that's what you mean.
Hold on. Channel divinity.
So there are two different things you can do. One is to turn undead, and then the other one is preserve life.
Yeah, but I think don't you have to choose which one of those you're going to do, or like doesn't, or am I wrong? Is that like when you get channel divinity, don't you have to choose either preserve life or turn undead? Is that a choice, or do you get both of them whenever you want?
You get turn undead plus your specialty one, basically, because and like depending on what like discipline you chose.
Okay. So each undead can take. If you're here within 3 of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. It must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use dash or escape. Yikes. Okay. So is this? So you don't have to roll this. This just happens, right?
Yeah, they just have to do a saving throw. I'm
All right, so
pretty
let me-
sure.
So let me see here for this guy. And which one? What straight? Was it a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. It says DC 14.
So I have to get a DC 14. Oh God. 6 for that guy. That's teeny weeny. For this guy. Oh, God. Oh, it's even worse. A 0. Have we had a 0 before? It's
No.
it doesn't get much. Well, they have a 6 wisdom minus 4.
Oh.
And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
That's terrible.
30. So just those two. Okay, so now they need to move away from you, correct?
Yep.
How many feet do they move? Is it in their entire walk?
That I don't know.
So I don't know how to do this because this isn't like are they going to go off the map, I guess?
Sorry.
All right, we'll move them off the map. All right. So what you see is so they've sort of moved away. Oh, I think they need to move need to move outside of 30 feet of you. Is that how it works? So they don't just keep indefinitely moving, right? They just need to stay with outside of 30 feet of you. Or am I reading that wrong?
That is a good question.
Otherwise you would just cast this all the time, and all of the characters would just like literally start walking the opposite direction.
After 30 feet. Let's see. No, it has to try to
Okay.
as far away from you as it can. So
Okay, so here's how we're gonna play this because I don't, shame on me, I didn't draw a bunch of extra map for this. We will assume the way these things at the end of each of these streets is a building, so they're gonna get far enough away from you that you really don't see them, but they're not like there's sort of an end point, right, to the left, to the right, to the point where you're seeing not near as much light is coming from the window as it was before. And Scrooge is sort of starting to sort of show some interest, like, there's maybe something going on here, but there's still enough light being drawn away that
sure.
He can't make out everything. So I think what you realize is that this is probably a good buy some time tactic, because every turn they're going to have to like try to overcome this until they're engaged. It'll allow you to focus on one of them at a time until they succeed their saving. But it's probably not a durable strategy, right? Like, you're going to have to destroy the orbs, or this window is not going to become clear.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Look at no.
Very, very clever. You're throwing some mojo out tonight that I didn't expect. Oh, by the way, I hate to do this to me. Zippy gets to do an opportunity attack against Remorse Exhausted Scroll. If if it wants, it will though. That dispels the spell. Right. So this they were on top of each other. This thing now just turned around and started walking away. It's an opportunity attack, but if it does attack and hits, that remorse is no longer under the spell. That makes
No.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, they can stay under the spell.
I just wanted to make sure I gave you all your options, but I was also honest about the out.
Thanks.
All right. Then up next is Tato.
Tato. So Tato is where is she?
Indeed. Where is she? I miss her. She should play.
Yeah, she's packing.
You guys are going to the
there we
Disney,
go.
aren't you?
She and Lucy are. It's a little mother-daughter trip. So Tato is gonna run down here and then take a shot at the orb, which should be like kind of completely exposed.
The orbs are exposed. That's a good point. There we go. Can you see him? I'll back him in a little bit.
Yes. So, short bow. Oh, wait, I need to target. Do I need to target the skeleton or?
Yeah, you just target the skeleton. You just have to hit a.
Okay.
You have to hit a 20. So
But
20
that
to
won't
attack.
break the spell either?
That will break the spell. So you have to hit a 20. While the skeletons are alive, you have to get a 20.
Okay.
We may just want to target the skeletons, but
Yeah. And don't forget, you do have the skeleton to the north. I know that you've probably forgotten about it, but there's a skeleton.
Understood.
To the north.
Actually, yeah, I'll give it a try.
All right. Might as well.
Nope.
No, you hit. It's a 20.
Okay. Oh gosh, you're right.
Yeah. So you got a 20. So you did connect with the orb. And I know how much damage it takes to break the orb, so let's see what happens.
All right.
Okay, this is Teeny Weeny, correct? So as Tato
Yes.
takes and targets Teeny Weeny. Teeny Weeny. I gotta find Teeny Weeny on my combat tracker. You see this orb explode in this shower of glass that glistens through the night. And god damn it, if the skeleton doesn't also fall with a clattering upon the snowy street and is no more.
Yay!
So you
Awesome.
one frickin' hit killed Madame Skeleton.
Well, killed the orb, which killed the skeleton.
That's true. That is
Let's
true.
be-
Yeah.
That's true.
That
But
is
come
a
on,
little bit more dramatic.
a
and better.
20 is a pretty steep order. So like I'm,
No, that's why I've said. That's why the orb goes
Yeah,
first.
it's
and not the
dramatic.
skeleton.
yeah. So there you go.
Cool.
All right. So
Oh.
Tato
So we
has
have
turned.
one left.
Tato has some. You have 2 left.
Yeah, just 2. There's one up north.
Oh, I didn't see the other one.
All right, Karen. Get ready to rumball. So you have one above you, and you have one to the south, southeast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess the one to the southeast is the easiest to get to.
Mhm.
So,
As long as you shove your way through your friends.
yeah. Yeah, excuse me. Pardon me. I think I can basically barely make it if you let me do that. Kind of clipping a corner there, but
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
all right. So I guess I'll go for the orb as well.
Is he able to reach it?
Well, how you have to have a weapon that can reach beyond 5 feet.
Do you have a? Is it a great sword that you have?
I have a great axe. I don't know how big it
Great
is.
axe.
It'll tell you if you look at the great axe. Oh crap! It doesn't actually tell you anything.
Yeah.
So it's melee. I don't think you'd be able to reach it with a great axe. You're also not an overly tall person. Right, so sort of the gist was you need a weapon with a reach of over 5 feet.
Well, can I chop its legs off?
You sure can. It will break its spell, but I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. It's up to you guys.
All right, I might as well just smack it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you missed. Yep. And I just checked my notes and it says, yeah, the orbs cannot be reached from the ground.
Oh, okay.
Noodle. Go noodle.
I can't I cannot believe how much damage is done and from flying.
Yeah, it was you guys were definitely on Spirit Airlines.
Well, David only has like 12 hit points to begin with.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna help Nick because he looks a little bloodier than Cyrus.
Yeah.
Nick
Yep.
Nick is pretty hurt.
I can heal myself too. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Brag.
Okay. I gotta find my character here. So I'm gonna heal. Nick, let me scooch down. Cure. Nick.
Ooh.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Nick is like, hello, I am back.
Hello.
Oh, I think I clicked off. I don't really need to go anywhere. People can get around me, right?
Yep, they can get around you.
I'm gonna stay. Did I end my turn?
You ended your turn, and it is now Skylar's turn.
Very good.
All right, Mr.
All right.
Lar.
Skylar.
I'm gonna move so I can get an arrow at the orb, maybe.
Yep, and it is line of sight because it is up in the air, like hovering. I assume you're talking about the one that Karen's at, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah, it's line of sight. There's no risk of hitting Karen.
Very good. I'm gonna take my my little Bowie. First, I have to say, ooh, look at the snow. It's so pretty.
Thank you for acknowledging that. I worked hard on this.
I have to resist making a snowball instead. So I targeted the remorse.
All right,
I'm gonna take my crossbow.
good idea. And
I pull back my bow.
Yeah,
that's the snow hits my nose, and I get distracted.
not so much. The remorse, by the way, is at this point going to spin around. Because it was attacked by both Karen and by you. All right. You want to move anymore, or are you good to go? Mr. Skylar?
Yeah, I moved to the next one.
All right, Nick Maylock is up.
I don't even know.
So he is so encumbered that he can only move 5 feet. Just so you know.
I know he can't really do anything.
I mean, he could step forward, or he could step to the side, and maybe does he have anything that would hit the one behind you? I don't know. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 feet.
He's a light crossbow. I don't know what's the range.
Yeah, that'll make it.
Yeah, 80. He will, if he steps out over here, can he still do it?
Mm-hmm.
For line of sight behind us?
Yeah, you sure can. How much is Nick carrying? My God.
I don't know.
He's carrying 175 of his 165.
That's
And
every other
unfortunately,
game.
he does not connect.
Not at all.
All right. That ends your turn.
There we go.
So Exhausted Stroll raises its great shovel
Which one is?
onto Karen. And you just see sparks fly as it hits the ground, and nothing happens. It is going to move around Karen, but staying within range. You aren't going to get your opportunity because it's just sort of a muffle, like hubba, sort of come past you, just to sort of be in the thick of it. And that ends that turn. Christmas Present is encouraging Scrooge to pay attention to what's happening in the room. Now that far less light is being sucked away, he's starting to sort of make out the scene that's happening. And Remorse Fake Smile is going to make its way. It has one job to do. Wait, how far can it move? 40 feet. Oh, right there. And Fabia, before you think that you're in the clear, let's not forget this shovel has a range of 10 feet. So he can
Great.
actually melee hit you from there.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy. It's clobbering time. Oh, it's not clobbering time. Oh my God. 2 levels of exhaustion.
Whoa.
All right, so I got to go exhaustion. Where's that at? Exhaustion.
Wait, who feels the exhaustion? Is that Flavia or is that the remorse?
wait. Remorse.
Remorse.
Ha!
Damn.
I'm
Exhaustion.
definitely going after the orb now.
All right, hold on 1 second. I'm just trying to see exhaustion 1. Drag this up here. Which one is he? He's that's Covetous Fake Smile. His speed is halved. He's exhausted. He's had a rough day, you guys. Come on. Fabia.
I'm gonna go after the orb.
You do not have line of sight to the orb.
I don't?
Nope.
Okay, well, I'll go after him.
Okay. Yikes.
Because that would have hit the orb.
It would have destroyed the orb, yes. And it would have broken the orb.
Yep.
However, you did some light damage to the skeleton. You did not make a friend today. You
I
still
know, I
have
didn't.
movement. You're not within opportunity attack range. You could move if you want.
I'm gonna move back towards my. Well, Nick's like paper.
Yeah, he is. But in real, but in the game, you're not married to Nick.
I know, but he's still one of the party members. Like,
Yeah, don't have him melee. I mean, he should be
No.
like standing back and throwing bells at the skelly.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay. So Scrooge is sort of looking like he's still not bought into the narrative he's seeing, and it's not quite fuzzy. It's not quite clear. Oh crap! It's Zippy's turn.
He's gonna go after the orb again.
Yeah, I was like, foolishly, this stupid thing went around Karen into the thick of it and exposed its orb.
Sleeping.
Let's see.
God bless America. So the orb, Zippy attacks the orb. And which one is this? Exhausted Stroll to see if that does it. So Zippy, just sort of bzz, 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 flies over. And you guys hear just like the faintest ting as its stinger penetrates the orb and kablooey, kablam, kablow. the remorse skeleton and the orb explode in bits of bone and glass, and just for a split second, it's a beautiful snowscape of bone, glass, and snow.
Yay!
Yay!
So you feel bits of stuff just sort of spatter the back of your head, Karen. All right, Zippy still has some movement left if Zippy wants to move.
Zip's okay right now.
All righty. Zippy's like, to hell with Nick Maylock. I don't need to get up there. Mr. Bing, you notice as your turn begins that there's far more light coming out of this window.
Awesome. That is good news. So, Cyrus does his hand jive.
Oh God, I'm picturing not the song from Grease is going through my head. All right.
And he says his magic words.
And what would those
Lorem
be?
ipsum. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. There you go. And guiding bolt. Here we go.
This is going at the skeleton, right?
Yep.
And it connects.
Okay. And then the damage.
Oh my God.
Yes.
16 points of damage. So Cyrus, Cyrus does his sort of hand jive thing, and you just see this bolt explode from his being and just devastate this remorse. The covetous fake smile. The orb looks fine. The remorse, not so much. And you have movement left if you want to move.
I'm gonna just
What? No. What are it?
hold on. Hold on. Actually, I think I'm just gonna stay right where I. Well, no. I'll run back a little bit.
You're no Fabia. All right. So you've moved back, and this brings the next turn is Tato. That's you, Mark.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so Tato is just going to take a shot at Covetous Fake Smile because he's covetous and he smiles falsely.
And he
So,
is
hold on.
tall, so you have line of sight over Noodle.
Hold on. It seems like I've got two things targeted. There we go. Okay. All right. Do. Short bow. Wait, did that? Okay, it just missed.
Yeah, you just missed by more than 5. So you get some idea. You have some idea of the AC at this point.
Okay. Turnover.
Alrighty.
What?
Karen. Newly splattered with bone and glass.
Ew.
Let's see if I can get up there to smack it. I don't think I can.
Yeah, you don't have any you only have melee, right? You don't have any range, correct?
I do actually. I have some hand axes. Oh, they might not be equipped actually.
I think I'm taking for lunch tomorrow because I'm pretty much out.
You're taking your lunch? That's good. All All right, let me
Is that an
approve your.
okay move?
That's good enough.
Phase through the corner of the building.
You're not close enough for melee, but you are close enough for hand axes.
All right. Well, let me see what I got.
And because your weapons were jacked up, I mean, I assume that you would have had both your normal and your offhand as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
My God, you have +7 on your hand axes.
All right.
Dang.
I'm gonna
Wasn't joking on that.
What?
chuck a hand axe here.
All right, chugga.
Did you read the funny ones though?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh.
TJ. Yeah.
Yeah, so your hand axe just sort of like bounces harmlessly off of the remorse and does no damage whatsoever.
Well, at least I'm close enough to get hit now.
Yeah, so you are now definitely the tank.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
All right, Noodle. You're up.
No.
Noodle.
Oh, Christy.
I'm telling you something funny. He's such an ass. Okay.
All right, you're up.
I don't know where he gets all that sarcasm.
So you have line of sight for ranged. You'd have to move. You'd have to move for melee.
I can do range though. I can shoot him with my bow and arrow.
You can try.
I can try to shoot him with my bow and arrow. Sorry, Morgan said funny. I'm proud of him. Crossbow. 2. Covetous fake smile, because the other ones are dead.
All right.
Drag and drop. I pull back and miss. That was bad.
So
Sorry.
you did not connect.
No. Okay. Oopsies.
Skylar.
All right. You got to end your turn, Noodle, and then unless you want to move. You know, the remorse is more than willing to be healed. By the way, if you want to do that. Skylar.
I'm gonna move over here just so I get a better shot.
All right.
I mean,
You do have line of sight because, as I mentioned, they're very tall.
Me too.
And then I'm gonna attack that fake smile dude.
You can hit that perfect beat boy.
Oh my God, that song.
Oh, and you do connect, and you have this crazy like Bronski beat song going through your head while you're connecting. But what we want to know is it the original or the remix version?
What is the song then? Because I can hear it.
Hit
In
that
my
perfect,
head.
hit that perfect, hit that perfect beat boy.
Yes. So bad.
Yes.
Well, you might want to, before you end your turn, roll the damage.
Damage, yeah.
Whoop.
All right. How much was that? 7? All right. So this remorse crumbles, and this orb hovers for just a split second, and then falls to the ground and smashes. And kind of like in a good action movie, that sound where light goes. Zoop. Suddenly, the light ceases to be sucked out of the windows, and Scrooge sees this narrative unfold before him. So Scrooge backs away from the light of the window. Quiet concern carved into his face. Spirit, what is wrong with the boy? His health looks poor. He rubs his hands together. Terrible thing to have to face the end so soon. Scrooge turns away and searches for the imposing giant, but finds himself alone. So as you guys look around, you realize that the spirit has zipped away. He staggers away into the street, glancing back over his shoulder. He is completely unaware of anything. He wanders through the streets, pausing at the square's fountain. You may remember this fountain as you guys made your way up to his home. And sees its broken angel. I've always meant to have that fixed. He mutters to no one. As he walks through, his hometown, Scrooge begins to notice how dilapidated the buildings have become. So, you have defeated the remorses. He saw his narrative unfold, which means, give me 1 second. I'm going to give you guys a Christmas present. Encounter 2. The remorses. Watch the chat window and behold.
That's a lot of experience points.
Ho, 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 I say. For those of you who have paid attention to your character sheet, Karen, you are legit 2 points from your next level. 2 points. That is the end of that. That is the end of this. All right. So up next, who knows? I mean, no one's ever heard a Christmas Carol before. All right. So let me get this queued up. Oh
We've
my
gone
god!
everywhere but the future.
Oh my archers are gonna break. Ugh. I can't stand watching. I can't stand watching my stuff almost fail. All right. Anywho. Oh, the arches are blowing. All right. So I'll give you something to gander while I get everything loaded. It's the spirit of Christmas future.
She's a freaky one.
Indeed. Indeed. All right. Let me share this with you. Add this stuff here. And this may not be lost on you, anyone who knows this story. This may be the last bit of the narrative tonight. I mean, it is the last bit. All right.
Well, and then Scrooge has to, turn away from his bad ways.
Well, maybe. So after some time, you follow Scrooge back through the front gate of his manor. It stands open, the guardhouse quiet. Ebenezer is too deep in thought to notice. He heads inside and climbs the steps to the entry hall. But he's not alone. The despondent Scrooge gasps as he looks up to find a huge, cloaked figure in black. How did you get? Scrooge's voice's words trail off as he notices a bony hand poking out from the robes. The air itself goes silent before this figure. Even as the wind dies, as it draws to a close, it draws close, leaving nothing of life behind. He gulps. Are you the final spirit? That of Christmas future? The cloaked figure nods wordlessly. Am I to follow? Scrooge gulps. You? The figure nods again, raising a skeletal hand to point beyond Scrooge. Ebenezer turns and looks over the town of Grace and finds it dead. What was once a hamlet nuzzled into the snow is turned into a cold, pitless grave. Doors lie torn from their frames, the windows smashed in, the buildings are husks strewn across the land like skulls of half buried in the snow. Above it all, perpetually overcast sky is an angry red, as if just beyond the clouds. The sky burns. Scrooge cries, I did not mean for this. Just, my body aches. I can feel myself growing old, but I do not want this. The spirit turns and leads the way into the manor, now lit with torches that burn terrible red. One of the pedestals displays a purple book. The words scrawled on its cover seemed alive in hellish light. As you enter the main hall, a tall, thin shape comes floating towards you from a faraway hall. It steps forward into the light, its face emaciated, like there's barely enough skin to cover the bone beneath. Ebenezer gives out a sickening groan as he recognizes his own visage, twisted into something wretchedly inhuman. Spirit, he cries out, I am not the man I was. I will not become this monster. He turns to clutch the spirit, but the spirit is gone. Scrooge's future self floats forward like a lifeless corpse, moving as if a puppet controlled by an evil hand, but it pauses. Its milky eyes turn and seem to search the room with the vision it should not have. Finally, it raises one bony hand with a sharp motion and cuts through the air. You feel something tear within you like a curtain ripped violently from a window. and you look up to see the dead eyes of a lich staring back at you.
Yeah.
Its lipless mouth cracked into a hideous smile. All right. So, this may sound familiar to you guys, but let me get you onto the combat tracker. Bobby is in. Nick is in. Skylar is in. Noodle is in. Karen is in. And Tato. Cyrus. And last but not least, Little Zippy. So you should all see the map, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should all see the Lich.
Yeah.
All right. Sure, I've got everyone covered. Position.
Just looks like a scary room.
So,
Yes, it does.
it is a scary room. It is a scary, scary room. So what you see in front of you is a Lich Scrooge, which I have a picture of when I eventually find it. But I cannot seem to find my Lich Scrooge. Story. There she blows. You don't want to miss this. I mean, this is, what you're up against.
Yikes.
Is
There
that
she blows.
the book?
So that is the book. That book, unshare. That book, as you can see from the map, is sitting on a pedestal off to the northeast.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a second to acclimate, ask some normal questions, and then we go from here. What say ye? Scrooge has flipped around. He's come in. He sees himself. He's terrified. I will need you all to... Yes.
Oh.
Oh, for initiative.
Roll for
Do
initiative.
we try to destroy the book first?
I'll let you guys scheme on that. You can ask questions.
What do you
all that.
think?
Let me...
Oh, Noodle, we didn't do so good.
Oh,
Cyrus, no.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Right,
We are sleeping on the job.
You
yeah.
So,
Wow.
Little Zippy, I got to say, is always usually the first. At least this time he's only number 2.
It's true. It's because he
All
has a
right.
+4.
He does do well.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Do we know how to kill this lich? Lich? Should I roll an Arcana?
Sure.
yeah, yes, if you'd like.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just giving you some acclimation time. You don't have to
Yeah.
well, you don't have to do anything, but like if you want, you're welcome to ask some questions or
Yes, I would like to know more about the little thing.
So you want to know about more about the Lich? Is that what you're asking?
Mhm.
Yeah.
A Lich. Someone said "ugh" when it started, so clearly someone already knows what a Lich is. But this is a Lich Scrooge, and little is known as it has never existed. It's safe to assume that it follows the same path as most Liches, and is a wizard of some sort that's sought to avoid death and has turned to necromancy. However, as part of the future, it does not necessarily follow the same rules. You got an 18, right? I don't want to give you too much and not too little.
Yes.
Its body, and okay, people smarter than this dyslexic moron. I never can pronounce this right. Phylactery? Phylactery?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, I guess I can't pronounce it properly. I guess I need to be hooked on phonics. So its body and phylactery do not exist and therefore cannot be destroyed. Only by destroying the present day phylactery can this future lich be defeated. So I'm not going to give you much more than that. That was a pretty solid roll. There is more to know, but you know it's a lich. You know that it's just in general, liches are pretty badass. They have some form of regeneration typically, and they like to freeze the hearts of people that they don't like. So there you go.
Guys, should we try to just like keep it busy and have someone like destroy that book?
Plus one to that. Get the book.
So getting the book is gonna destroy it then, right?
Maybe. I that's a guess. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Well,
Yeah.
so what you know, I mean, I'll be square. Like you did have an 18. What you know is that this phylactery, I got it right again. There's some phylactery, and you can damage the hell out of this thing, but to really truly destroy it, you've got to destroy its sort of its symbol, its item.
It's got the book. Yeah.
There's not like a money chest around here where all of his coin would be. That would be what we destroy, right?
Roll a perception check. Alicia or Fabia. Yeah. So line of sight. Your eyes keep going to this book. You're fairly convinced. You try to sense anything else in this room. Sort of laying around, and as of right now, you don't see anything. Right beyond some pedestals that are all empty. You see a chair off to the left, some stairs that go up to a staircase. You've traveled that before. There was nothing spectacular there. Your brain keeps going back to the book, but then again, it may not be the book.
Look.
And I'm going to close the window on this consultation moment and ask you, what's your move there?
Because I have to go first, right?
You got
Well,
to go first.
Just shoot him.
I was just gonna say, I think I'm just gonna try to,
Let's poke the bear.
Yes.
yeah, why not?
Let's just piss him off a little bit and see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. You guys.
Do we think we could destroy the book from a distance? I don't know.
Well, that's why I was wondering if anybody could throw fire or something at it.
Yeah. Why don't you have flaming arrows? Isn't that a thing?
It is a thing.
It is a thing. I've got oil. You could hurl these vials of oil at it and torch it.
Do we have fire?
So
Is that
Well, we have torches, right?
so
I have
Fabia?
is anything lit?
Yeah, Fabia,
Alchemist
you rolled a 19. You rolled a 19. So I'll give you one little bit more information as you're sort of unwinding what to do with this book and how to destroy it. You notice just barely written on the floor are some glyphs surrounding.
Or some what?
Some glyphs.
Glyphs.
Symbols. Magical mojo.
Oh, surrounding the pedestal of the book?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Like
roughly,
it's protected?
well, you don't know that, but roughly in a circle, I'd say about 18 feet radius around the book, there seems to be some sort of some glyphs written.
Well, shit, I don't know what to do with that.
So should maybe the magicians go to the book and all the fighters just occupy the lich thing? I'll try to sing an arrow in
let's
it.
do it.
See
Yeah.
what happens.
Okay.
So you attacked the lich,
Yeah.
Ouch.
and you did none damage.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
No, you're keeping him busy.
He does.
Yeah.
He does look amused.
Okay. Sorry, I lost my combat tracker.
Okay. And then up next, you want me to hit next, and it's Little Zippy. So Little Zippy, who ironically can resist magic.
Yeah. Sure, he'll try to sting him. It's not gonna do anything, but why not? Oh, he's got to fly over there.
Yep, he's gotta get within melee.
Yeah. Go to the side so we're not shooting at him.
And the Scrooge Lich looks pleased.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right, that's fun.
All right. Now what you gonna do? Attack?
Yeah,
Solid. So you do hit the Lich.
and probably do nothing again, but
Great roll.
Okay.
Look at that. Nada.
Yeah.
So 12 points of nothing.
Okay, go after the book, guys.
All right.
All right, Scrooge is up, and so Scrooge is in the back of the room and sees himself, and he seems to be not completely aware of you, but sort of there's this sort of vague there's more going on here, but he's not quite sure of what's happening. This is also sort of besides himself. Karen,
Okay, I got some magic for you. I have a grappling hook. Could I throw the grappling hook the book,
or the
pull it back
table.
over to us? Yeah, or anything in the vicinity, really.
okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
You can. So what you would need, I think this would be. I have to see if it's athletics or acrobatics. I think it's probably athletics.
I like athletics. Let's do that one.
I think that is it. Let me see if it's. Let me look at acrobatics just for kicks.
Aaron is
And
on her
you know, I think
varsity football team.
I think it's athletics. Yeah. So this is like your sports check. So
Nice.
see if you can wing this thing. What you're going to need to connect with, you're trying to get to the table, right? It's a fairly large target. It is a bit away. You're going to need about a 13.
Ooh, you got it.
All right, here we go. Big money, big money.
Nope. Oh, you got it.
All right, so your grappling hook flies through the air and gets to about 20 feet from the book, and you see all of those glyphs go like, whoosh, and it just bounces off of this wall of energy surrounding the book.
Oh, snap.
So if someone were to detect magic right now, would they know what's protecting that?
I don't know how to answer that. Yeah,
But I mean, like, know how to get through it.
they could. I mean, if they detect magic, then they might know. They might know more. Yeah. I mean, I think you're onto something, right? I mean, let's see. I'm looking to see. There's some perception 0.
That being abilities, because I don't have that at all.
Yeah, I'm just looking for. There's so many rules to this one. So what are you trying to figure out?
Like, either how to dispel the magic that's there.
Does anyone have dispel magic?
Nope.
Where do it's in my abilities, right?
That would be I think an action, right?
Yeah, it would be in your actions. It would be a spell.
Yeah, no.
Okay, does anybody have a potion or a scroll of dispel magic?
Nope.
Divine domain. What's that? Never used that.
So what are you guys doing? It's still it's Karen's turn.
That was my action, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty much done. Yeah. There's not even reason to move anywhere yet.
Oh, Tato.
We still need to figure out what the heck we're trying to do here.
We got to get to Cyrus. Like, he might be able to do something. With detect
Who
magic.
knows? We'll find out. So Tato is going to try to take advantage of the fact that we're like throwing all kinds of. Although, it probably won't work. She's gonna go over this way.
All right. So she's heading towards the stairs.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if we can, keep it completely distracted, we'll be able to tinker with whatever that magic is. So that's all Tato's gonna do.
All right.
Oh, actually, no. Tato can take a shot. Tato's taking a shot at the Lich just to keep up the illusion that we think that something will work there.
You never know.
Short bow. Oh, I need to target. Hold on. Short bow.
Oh, nice.
All right. So you hit.
Yeah.
And
but
again,
it's
the Lich seems pleased, if not amused.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not so much. Not so much happening. The Lich seems less concerned than he did when you first got there.
All right, my turn.
It is.
All right, I'm gonna try, Thomas, my
Okay.
psionic telekinetic movement on the book.
Ooh.
Ah,
Okay.
what do you think?
What-
What do you think of that, Mister Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
So what is that maneuver? Or-
Robert Lynch
Oh,
joke? Come on,
psionic. Is it a psionic power?
psionic power. It's not magic.
So telekinetic movement, is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So I think move an object or creature with your mind. Okay. Use psionic energy die to regain youth. Okay. So how does this work, man? How do you do it? Oh, all powers have a base 1d6 when you level up. You can just use this. It looks like.
I use it.
All right, so you can use it once, once of recharge. So, how are you moving the book?
Towards me.
All right, so you guys see this. Wait, where are you? There it is. So you guys see this book sort of float up from this pedestal, and make its way through the air, and you hear you smell a little bit of ozone as it passes through this arcane force field, makes its way arching over the Lich, and lands like directly in Skylar's hands.
Shit! Trouble!
So you've got the book.
What?
What?
All right. What you have movement left. That was your action. What are you gonna do?
Run.
I'm gonna move over here. And Cyrus, you better burn this book.
Okay.
right,
Well,
so
are you holding the book?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Okay.
burn
So
it.
I have 20 vials of alchemist's fire that we got a long time ago.
okay.
Just
This-
throw them all at Skylar.
Well, first, Skylar, you have to end your turn so Cyrus can do his thing.
No.
Maybe I should give my book
You
to
got the
Cyrus. Cyrus, take the book, buddy.
Okay. All right.
Give
Cool.
give the book to Cyrus. Burn it, buddy.
Can you end your turn real quick?
Yeah, and
Thanks, dude.
you do have a free action, like you can hand someone a thing. That's not an action. So if you want to hand him the book, then Cyrus has the.
Oh, Cyrus, would you like the book to burn it?
Please.
I give him the book.
All right,
Okay.
Cyrus, you are holding this book, and it's covered in symbols, and just doesn't feel quite right. This is the same book that you saw on Scrooge's bedstand. It's the same book that you saw in the schoolhouse.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. So I'm moving over there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pouring some. I set the book down and I pour alchemist's fire on it.
Okay. Remove one alchemist fire from your inventory.
Okay. How do I? It doesn't really. All right. Okay.
All right. So Karen spins with joy as she sees this book, old book, this dry book, just burst into flames, and you see bits and pieces of the cover, and the pages sort of waft through the air, flickering. You can smell the satisfying smell of burning literature, which any true conservative will tell you. The smell of burning literature is like the best. And in the slight breeze that blows through the hall, the remnants of the book sort of waft away and are gone. And the lich bursts into maniacal laughter, unharmed, unchained.
Balls.
And as he lurches forward, laughing uncontrollably, you see he wears a medallion identical to the medallion of Scrooge.
See. Oops.
Anyone in the mood for some red herring?
Yep. Well,
I
good.
never thought it was that stupid book. That's why I asked if there was a treasure box. 'Cause that made too much sense that it was the book.
If only you had asked about the medallion, there was a reference to this
I
medallion.
forgot he had the medallion on.
I didn't know.
I didn't think it was the book. He likes gold too much.
Oh, sure. Anyway, all right. So there you are. Cyrus,
Who's
you
gonna
used your
rip it off
action.
of Scrooge's
You
neck?
still have some movement left if you want to move. Otherwise,
No, I'm good. I'm good where I am. Thanks. Do we try to get it off of Scrooge, or do we have to get it
Yes.
off of the lich?
Rip it off of Scrooge's neck.
Yeah.
all right.
Okay,
Speaking
Scrooge Lich's turn.
of the lich, I don't know if you know this, but liches are horrible, just horrible. One of their favorite things to do is what's called a paralyzing touch. Little Zippy.
He has magic resistance.
He does. It's just not magic. It's cold. And
He doesn't have anything to stop that?
nope. So
Yes.
it's because it's a physical damage. It's cold damage. It's
I should have made him invisible.
He reaches over and touches little Zippy, who immediately suffers from 2d6 cold damage. And I have to make sure. I think that he needs to do a save,
Like a wolf.
a Constitution save of 10 or greater, or he'll be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Oh, he's right now?
Yep. So do a
Just
Constitution
into
save.
the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's paralyzed.
Oh, no, he got it. It's 10.
No, he made it. Oh wow.
Oh.
So he's not paralyzed. His heart's cold. He's like out of Frozen, but he's not at least paralyzed. And then a lich is going to move here.
Now little Zippy's got to be kissed by, get like True Love's kiss or something, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Now little Zippy does have an opportunity attack if he wants to take it.
Take that medallion.
Oh yeah, try to grab the medallion.
What would that be, Tom?
That would be. Hold on, I gotta look. Let me look at little Zippy. I want to say it's either. I think it might be acrobatics. Or no, wait. Is it sleight of hand?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
Wait, hold on. I think it's sleight of hand.
That pork medallion.
It's sleight of hand.
All right, he'll try it.
Yep. Sorry. You have a strong sleight of hand, but you missed.
Yeah, I do. That's why I was like, come on.
Yeah. So your 19 wasn't good enough.
Come here.
And that ends his turn.
Maybe ask Scrooge to give you the medallion.
Nick.
Does Nick have? What would that? Would it be good charisma?
Yeah, like persuasion, I think.
Yep. So you're trying to convince him?
Nick
Yep.
is gonna try to convince Scrooge to give him.
So
a
that would be
medallion.
that would be a perception. I'm sorry. That would be a persuasion. But it needs to be coupled with some positive words.
What do you mean?
So depending on what you say, will change how
God.
much of a persuasion is required.
I have a -1.
So you're face to face with Scrooge, who's now come to the realization that he now sees you all. You sort of come into existence. That book sort of brought you to light. He sees that there's goodness trying to help him, but he's still very terrified. And as Nick approaches, he's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I think David's home. I should make him do this.
You're gonna make him give a
David!
speech. David, come give a speech.
David, come here. I'm running Nick right now, and I need your help because I'm gonna mess it up.
What is a
Help me,
medallion,
Obi.
really?
So earlier today, people they Googled inspirational speeches. Because they were saying to, I'm like, holy smokes, these are like really persuasive, and then I realized they were cheating. But.
So this is Scrooge,
Okay.
and then the Scrooge Lich.
Okay.
They're both wearing a medallion.
Okay.
We need Scrooge's medallion to try to kill him.
Okay.
Scrooge just realized we're all there
Okay.
and is like, I don't want to die. Please help me. And you have the charisma trying to get the medallion from him.
So give him the headphones for a second. Let me talk to him.
Here. No, it's your turn.
It's Mr. Maylock.
Hello.
This is
Yes.
This is
Can you
not
hear
a
me?
moment- Yeah, I can hear you. There is.
Okay,
this
good.
is not a moment to fondle balls. This is a moment to weave words.
Weave
Scrooge.
word.
Scrooge stands before you, a torn man. He's begun to see the errors of his ways and how the ripple effect that his bad humanity has had on those around him
Okay.
and on of himself. In his desire to not die, he's become a lich, a horrible creature, a horrible thing he does not want to become. However, he's terrified of death. And Alicia feels that this medallion around his neck, like, you need to get this. This is an item that if removed or destroyed or you don't know yet, if something to do with this medallion will mean that this lich goes away and everything is unwound. But you must convince him to do so. Alternately, you could reach out and grab it.
Hmm.
It's legit your turn, my friend.
Okay. Ooh, this is tough.
It is tough.
Let me see.
So do you do an athletics check to try to grab the medallion and force it off of him? Or do you try to convince him to do it yourself? I know.
Convince you. Convince him.
So he's slowly seeing the error in his ways, is that correct?
Yeah.
Or he has?
Well, he knows he's been horrible, but at the same
Okay.
time, he knows that he doesn't want to die. Is it a crossroad?
Right.
Pretend you're Tiny Tim. Be like,
Yeah.
My Tiny Timness.
So, and this Scrooge Lich, does he see that? Are we the only ones that see that?
No, he sees it. He sees himself. It's clear. It's clear that his future self is horrible and disfigured.
Okay.
And maybe not the life that he wanted. He told the ghost of Christmas future that this is not what he wanted. This is not who he will become.
Okay.
Seen the error of his ways.
And we seem to think that it has something to do with his medallion around his neck.
Yes.
Do we know where the medallion came from?
It's just his. It was when he became sort of lord of the town. It came with his station. It showed everyone that he was the badass guy in charge.
Okay.
And coaching from the sidelines is allowed, all of you.
Say again.
And I'm telling your teammates that coaching is allowed.
Okay.
So it's so one thing that we want to think about is that, like, the liches usually try to, like, make themselves immortal. That's like one of the things that ends up turning themselves into a lich. So if we
Okay.
can convince him that, like, his death grip on life is going to cause him to,
Oh yeah.
things to go very wrong.
Right.
Our
Right.
time here is supposed to be limited.
Exactly.
So I don't
Okay.
know.
Fair enough.
You need to either make your case and roll a persuasion check, or just try to brute force grab the medallion.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was looking at my persuasion.
Your persuasion is +1.
Yes.
Charisma +1.
Let me see if I have any action spells.
I mean, arguably, you could also roll a deception check and trick him into destroying the medallion. But your deception is also +1.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try and go the nice route. I mean, I would just say to him, I know that you're absolutely afraid of death, but I mean, I think, is it because you're afraid of death, or is it because that you are afraid that you haven't done everything you could in this life, now knowing how you've treated the people of the town and treated um, perhaps the people that you have, come into contact with, maybe people that, were part of, your family. I would say that, that could construe yourself into thinking that you fear something more than just death. You fear um, that you haven't done enough in this time that we've had.
All right.
And I think that so I pretty much kind of saying stuff along those lines.
All right. Then roll a
And
perception check.
I'm gonna roll
I'm
persuasion.
sorry, a persuasion, not
Yeah.
perception. Persuasion.
Okay.
And you're gonna need for that speech. You're gonna need a 17.
17. Okay.
Because let's see what you get.
Yep.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. Here we go. Ah.
Oh, all right. You guys want to end on time.
Nice ending.
So Ebenezer, look, his eyes are full of tears, and you've clearly, your message is connected with him. And you see the lich starts to lunge forward, making a beeline for Ebenezer. So Ebenezer stares at the lich, and with a sob of regret, he grips the medallion to rend it in half. And like I said, the lich realizes what's about to happen and hurls itself towards Scrooge. But Scrooge, but a sudden snap breaks the medallion, and Scrooge collapses. The lich breaks in half, mirroring the medallion. As the lich's body collides with the hard floor, smoke billows out, pressing back the red light and signaling the end of this future. When the smoke clears, you stand in a dark hall, dark. Oh my God! You stand in the dark entry of the Hall Manor. Pale moonlight streams through the window and rests upon Scrooge's body at your feet. The silence is interrupted by footsteps in a far hallway. So unshare this real quick. Boom. That goes away. And then I share this. Put it up here.
That's scary.
Yes, it's probably all black, is it not?
No, there's a we see that entry hall, or at least I do.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
you got, okay, good. So let's drop you guys in. So you see that there's little Zippy. There is, and there is Scrooge. There's Karen. There is Tato. There's Skylar. Cyrus. And there is Noodle. Is that everybody? That's everybody, right? All right. Cool. So, as everything sort of shifts around you, there's this creature steps out from the shadows and stands before you. His too perfect face is etched in fury. You have ruined something decades in the making. He whispers with a voice of deepest contempt. I will have to settle for the soul that is due. And he takes a step towards the body of Scrooge on the floor. Remember, Scrooge is now dead. The selfless act. What's your play?
Dad, can we give him a healing potion?
He's dead. It's also, you're not in complete combat unless you want to be. If you do go into combat, it's Noodle's turn. Poor Alicia's not hearing anything anymore, is she?
No, she's not. She's reading. I will I'll be right back. I'm gonna give her the mic and everything back.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, poor thing played all night long, and you're gonna rob her
Yeah.
of the.
Here she yeah. All right. She's back.
Hello.
I told David it's not fair that you don't get to see the end of this when you play the entire time.
Oh.
So anyway, so you have this creature coming down the stairway. This is the creature that you saw in the schoolhouse. That sort of shifted the book. It was the one that was making the deal with young Ebenezer.
Okay.
Hack it.
You're gonna attack
Oh,
it.
that here he is. Should we
Yep.
kill it?
So he's.
Um,
You're gonna go after him.
yeah. Are we gonna kill him? I mean, isn't that what we do?
Yeah. At the very least, we're definitely not going to let him get to Ebenezer.
Yeah.
No.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you guys on an actual map, or is it just the picture?
Just the picture.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you guys? You guys aren't seeing the hall?
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Picture, yeah.
That's the map, right?
Yeah.
The hall is the map.
The hall is
Yeah.
a map, yeah.
It's,
And I clearly forgot to set the grid size so things are cattywampus. But you know.
okay. I'm going to try to get line of sight and zing him with an arrow.
Okay.
Look at that grid.
Right now.
Boom.
Good. The
Did you
Matrix.
Did you just mess with the grid?
I did. I was trying to put the grid in, and I realized that that's a foolish thing to try to do last minute. So watch this. This grid is it's gonna go away. Oh, nothing's happening now. I can't touch anything. Give me 1 second. And lock that, and I can accept that. Perfect. Okay, so there you are.
Okay. Creature.
Nice.
Okay.
You hit.
Yay.
Damage.
Oh, I
Damage.
have to roll damage. I
You
haven't
do.
done that in a long time. I barely ever have that happen. So where do I hit?
So your healer, against her oath, decides to take life instead of give life.
Yes. I'm mixing it up. Where do I dice do I throw?
What did you hit with?
Hmm?
What did you hit with the crossbow?
Yeah.
See where it says 1d8 piercing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fuck.
So it's
What?
done next to no damage to this creature.
No, that's not okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna end my turn.
End your turn.
So wait, was there no damage or?
Next
Close
to
to
no damage.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
5 of like lots. All right, Fabia.
Did you just say 5 of lots?
5 of lots.
All right. I will try to sink an arrow into the creature as well. Why
So as
not?
you raise your bow, the massive doors behind you fly open, and a flurry of snow heralds a strong elderly man with a white beard. Bloop bloop.
Ooh.
His eyes dance like snowflakes around him, and he holds a small smile in the corners of his lips. This is the physician, and his voice echoes through the hallway. The soul is yours by right, for now, but is my right to grant the redeemed birth. The creature seems shocked, but manages, to glare at the elderly man. His soul was black as they come. The elderly man raises a hand to one ear and leans forward. Did he ask forgiveness? Did he wish to change? The creature grows still. Whoa. The creature goes still and fumes as he realizes his mistake. The elderly man merely taps his chin and hums. If only we had someone here who could testify to it. Someone who could bear witness for him. And with a smile, he suddenly realizes you're standing there. Oh, how convenient. Perhaps you could help settle this. Tell me, what say you, he asks. Has Scrooge been redeemed?
Were you supposed to answer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was scared poopless about 5 minutes ago.
I think he realized the error of his ways.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
He didn't want to turn into that.
So,
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
yeah,
He
well,
gave
Karen,
the
if Karen
which
says he's
is
cool, then he's cool.
tempting.
Then
Yeah.
he's cool.
Yes.
So the elderly man's eyes sparkle, and he turns back to the creature with a broad smile. Well, that's enough for me. The smile vanishes as the elder's eyes harden, and he commands in a voice of complete and utter authority, "Now leave." A sudden gust bellows through the front door, filling the hall. Snow and wind fly towards you and the elderly man, but somehow bend and shift around you, barely ruffling your clothes. The wind does not bend for the creature, however, and his hands turn into claws as he desperately scratches for purchase against the driving gale. His fingers dig furrows into the stone, but it isn't enough. In a blink, he's flung back into the shadows. And dun dun dun, he's gone. The wind continues howling and the snow begins to choke the air. Soon all you can see or hear is the all-enveloping snowstorm. Then the howling stops. As the blinding white fades, you open your eyes and you realize it isn't snow. It's merely the bright light of a new morning pouring into the window. You stand in the entry hall, which looks just as it did when you first stepped foot inside minutes before midnight. So, once again, let's see here. Once again, you find yourself in this hall, and you suddenly hear some footsteps, and skadoosh. Down the stairs comes Scrooge. Where you once saw the creature, you now see Scrooge. Hi, sweetie. So suddenly a voice cries out from above, "Merry Christmas!" And there's a sound of feet rushing down the stairs, followed by someone clearly slipping and sliding down the last few. For anyone who's seen a movie, that is a consistent scene. There's barely a pause and a quick oof before the footsteps resume. Scrooge comes rushing onto the balcony in his robes and his nightcap, carrying a jingling box under one arm, his medallion noticeably missing. He stares around his entry hall as if seeing it for the first time. He glances down at you and cries again, "Merry Christmas!" Wait a minute. How did you get in here? Anyone?
It's a long story.
Through the
Honestly-
front door?
Oh, who cares? He laughs with a wave of his hand. It's Christmas. He rushes down the stairs and takes his coat and a large sack from a closet. I have so much to do in so little time. Tell me, are you available for hire? I will pay you. You can start by carrying this. And he tosses the jingling box in the sack without a second thought and throws on his coat. Scrooge takes you on a journey through the grave, wishing you Merry Christmas to many very, very confused townfolk, remembering he was quite horrible before. In no time, he has completed a whirlwind tour of the town, his sack crammed with gifts and foods, and the box of coin is half as heavy as it was at first. Before you know it, you find yourself standing once again outside Cratchit's house. Thank you all for your help, but I can take it from here. He throws his sack stuffed, bursting over his shoulder, glances at the box containing the remaining gold from his spending spree, waves a hand and says, "Just keep it." He places his hand on the doorknob, scrunches up his face in an imitation of the scowl he used to wear. "Oh, wait," he says, his mask replaced with a full and grateful smile. "Merry Christmas to you." And he puts his face back on and pushes through the door. You watch through the frosted window as he goes in, muttering under his breath like clutching covetous old sidger that he was. But it doesn't last long. Soon he can't keep up the charade and starts giving away everything he can. You see him vigorously shaking Bob Cratchit's hand and making promises about his future and his son's health. Soon you feel the warmth radiate from the window, as it has nothing to do with the hearth. As you watch, it flows over and through you. You cannot imagine ever being cold again. With a start, you realize you are not alone. The elderly man is standing beside you. He's still there. He is. Standing beside you, smiling at the scene. "You have done a great thing here," he says. "Such good is rare and precious. The echoes of your deeds will be felt throughout Grace, though they will never know it was you. but I will know, and I will remember.
Oh.
The wind blows, the snow flurries, the elderly man is gone. From inside, you hear a tiny voice say, "Anyone? God bless
God
us.
bless us, everyone.
Everyone."
Nice.
Yay!
Wait,
So-
so we don't fight Scrooge?
So
He's
there.
the final boss.
So wait.
That's what I thought was going to
Um,
happen.
So you guys open up this parcel, and you see, I'll drop this into your inventory. Scrooge, and maybe it was the physician, who turns out to be this mystical being. These aren't ordinary coins, and honestly, this is not an ordinary physician. You guys start to connect the fact that the old man you met outside of the hideout was indeed the same man. He seemed to have schemed to get you here. So what is in this box are the 3 coins of Christmas. This is a wondrous item. This is actually a legendary item that you're going to get. So found inside this wooden chest are 3 coins. The first is ancient with blemishes and is mostly worn away. The second is a common coin of the day, well worn from use and trade. And the final coin is newly minted with tiny ridges along the side, bearing a face that you don't recognize. Each coin can be used independently to summon a spirit of Christmas, and you can ask that spirit 3 questions as described below. For the ancient coin, it will summon the spirit of Christmas past. They will wait patiently and answer questions of history. Though kind, she knows that some things are best left unknown and might willingly withhold some information, but she will fulfill her duty to answer. There's the common coin. This is the present. It summons the spirit of Christmas present to answer questions of what's happening now. A boisterous man, a spirit will immediately look for something to eat or drink while chatting. He has no problems answering questions of what is happening at this moment, but only at this exact moment. Things that happened hours or even minutes ago are beyond him. And then the unknown coin. It summons the spirit of Christmas future and answers questions that will come. This spirit stands silent and unmoving while waiting. It can only answer yes or no questions with a shake of its hand, with a shake or a nod of its head. After 3 questions are asked for each of the coins, the spirit and its respective coin will disappear. So, this might come in handy at some point. It is in your party inventory. I encourage you to. Someone should carry it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to give you guys some experience.
Yeah, Noodle, why don't you carry him?
Okie dokie.
So, behold the chat window.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of experience.
Merry Christmas from your friendly GM.
Thanks.
Bless us, everyone.
You have all leveled up, I believe, right?
Yay. Yes.
Is there anyone who
so.
didn't level up? Yeah, you guys should be well on your way to the level. You should be well into level 4 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So that ends A Christmas Carol, and thank you all for hanging in there. It was a little bit longer tonight than normal. Total playtime being, let's find out. Let's look at the clock here. 3 hours and 24 minutes. And if you guys think that's long for you, this is the second run I've had of this today.
Wow.
So, yes.
Thank you for doing it with us, Tom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
thank you.
fantastic. Honestly, you guys are kind of the beneficiaries of goodness, right? Because I work out more of the kinks and figure things out with the other team. I decided to do this. I think I told you this last time. I decided to do this Christmas Carol thing the night before we played. I don't know if I did tell you. Maybe I didn't tell you that.
So you did this to yourself.
I did this to myself. So the night before, the night before, I read the entire thing and tried to wrap my head around it. And it's not the most obvious of campaigns. It's like there's new monsters, new characters. So it was a bit of a learning curve. That's why you had some pauses. Hey, I have 2 posts I'm gonna get. I've been watching. But I'll do it. I have to have a sledgehammer. Our arches are flippity flopping all over the place. But anyway, yeah, this was it was going to be a lot to take on. And I definitely knew that if we didn't finish it tonight, I wouldn't want to play again. I wouldn't want to play a Christmas adventure in general.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave this thing hanging. I'm guessing that no one wants to level up right now. I think I've had a long night. I'm guessing you have as well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for an awesome. Like, I can't believe we're playing D&D. To be honest with you,
Awesome.
this has been the weirdest, well, horrible year, but also pretty awesome. This has been a thing that has turned out to be a lot of fun. And you guys are still going 8 strong. You have 8 characters. My other team, 3 have died. So so they're down to they don't work as a team, you guys. And their span right now, they have 5 people, and 1 is chaotic good, 1 is a neutral good, 1 is neutral, 1 is chaotic evil, and another is evil. So it is the most bizarre ragtag group of people. But anyway, Merry Christmas. Thank you for everything. I'm done with actual work as of tomorrow. So if anyone wants to game or blow shit up, I'm available for Diablo and whatever.
I will let
what
David
have you.
know.
So,
Right on.
For those who don't know, we fired up some Diablo. If anyone gets bored and wants to play a little.
What
Let me
console do you guys use?
Morgan.
I think we're doing Diablo through PC. I think you can, but does the Diablo connect the Xbox? I don't know. Diablo
He
3?
does PC all of the time.
Who does?
Morgan.
Oh.
He plays
Oh yeah, he'll
Diablo.
play. Yeah. So I'll send out a text. It's one of those it's like D&D without thinking, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna play Far Cry. I'm just playing Far Cry. That's what I'm doing over
Far
break.
Cry 6. Far Cry 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't earned the right. I haven't finished Far Cry 5 yet, so I have to finish that before
I loved that one.
So.
I thought it was fun.
All right, guys. Well, Merry Christmas to all,
Merry Christmas and everything else.
and to all a
Yeah,
good
Thanks
night.
for the
Merry
game,
Christmas.
everyone.
See you
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Thanks,
See you.
Tom.
Bye all.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
See ya.